Hey, how you guys doing, man? It's Joe D, and welcome to Share a Beer 497. Today is Saturday, February
Hey,
16th,
how
which is
you
my
guys doing?
sister's
This is
birthday.
Joe,
Everybody
and
say hi, sister.
today is Saturday,
Happy
February
birthday,
16th.
sister.
Everybody say hi,
Yeah,
sister.
it's her. Whoa, where's
Well,
all that feedback
that
coming
was
from?
me. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
That was me.
All right, no problem. Who usually does that? Wait, someone usually does that, don't they? Who jumps in that always has the?
I think it's usually Andrew.
Yeah. I think we've all done it from time to time.
Yeah, we've all done it. Yeah, we're all
Yeah,
guilty.
you know what? For some reason, this week, before the show started, there was not a thing to mute the YouTube stream, which I can usually do before the live stream starts. It wasn't there, and while I was out there streaming myself in the
Whoa,
toilet,
whoa. Yeah, ooh. Wow. That got a coach reaction too. Did you see that? That was like,
Whoa.
yeah, coach had the face. Did you see that face? Whoa.
That's just my face, man. Sorry.
Yeah, he's like, this is the only one I've got. You know what I'm saying? It's changed over the years, but this is what we have now. Like, yeah.
I was doing my thing and I heard the feedback and I was like,
Whoa,
oh my.
whoa! He's doing whoa, man! Wow, that didn't get any better, did it?
Don't
Woo!
think yourself. Don't think you're holding deep there, Bob. Just
Yeah.
put all your head.
So back to business now.
Whoa! Yeah, he's giving. Yeah, as long as it's off camera, we've got no problems with that. But
Yeah.
he's giving Bobo in the chat a lot of material right now.
Yeah.
All the ammo in the world.
All the ammo in the world. Wow. I mean, if we ran off with it, you imagine what that cat's doing with it, right? Like,
Pinball machine.
so just saying hi to everybody real quick, man. Hey Tom, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, guys. How's everyone else doing?
All right. Mark, how you doing, brother?
Right on.
Excellent.
Coach, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing better now.
Yeah, right. Earth, how's it going?
I'm doing great, man.
Awesome, man. And Bum, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing good now.
Yes, I am always doing better. Well, typically doing better when Share Beer is here. I'm cracking open another one of my Santan Juicy Jacks, man. This is like a hey, look who we got here.
Hey, Pat.
Hey, Pat.
What up, Pat? How you been, man?
I'm okay. How about you?
Hey, I'm hanging a little low and to the left, baby. Just saying. But how's it going?
Fair enough.
I'm cracking open another. These are my warm up beers, man. The Juicy Jack, Santan.
Juicy Jack. Okay, I won't go there.
Yeah. It's a good thing there's not a Jack in the show right now. Talk about all the ammo in the world. That is, bing, bing. That's all you can stand right there.
All right.
Pat's been taking some more of his horrible photos again of these cars, old cars and stuff, and
Same old.
there's a lot of new stuff out there. But this guy shoots these old cars. I don't know.
Yeah.
So he's taking a break from that, and apparently taking a break from the kids too.
Yeah, just for a moment anyway.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Might
That's
jump off at any moment. Who knows?
So go ahead and tell us what you're drinking, my friend. Oh, okay, no problem. We'll get back to you. Tom, what are you drinking, brother?
I am drinking out of New Hampshire, Stoneface Brewing. I am drinking their Full Clip.
Ooh, Full Clip. Nice.
It's their 6.5% IPA.
Darn
More of a. It's actually it goes down really well. It's more of their like juicy West Coast type beer. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm following them up with the carrot cake Oreos.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, I saw those. I didn't buy them yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen them, but I saw them in Amazon actually, and I didn't order them. I almost did, but
They taste like, you ever had Dunkaroos before?
no.
Back in the day, they were like a child snack. It tastes like vanilla Dunkaroos. They're really good. It's very cream cheesy.
Is it really? Okay, so
Yeah.
is it a dunking? Is it a better dunking Oreo than just a raw without milk sort of thing? Is it a milk dunker?
I will test it with milk in a little bit. I haven't tested it out yet though, but they are good by themselves.
They are okay. So I'll share the screen real quick. Show the Untapped on that full clip, right? We got full clip from Stoneface Brewing Company. 15,000, and this is just the general rating. I don't know if there's one year by year, but 15,000 ratings, 212 in the last 30 days, 6.5%, 50 IBUs, and a 3.93. Juicy juicy IPA has a hazy appearance with a light malty backbone. English ale yeast imparts notes of peach, pear, and pineapple. Whoa, the PP and P, 3 P's.
I'm here for the PPPs.
Yeah.
Some DDH and PPP.
Are you getting any of that, man? Are you getting peach, pear, and pineapple? Pear is a little tougher one, isn't it? Combined with that,
I'm definitely getting the mango and more of like the peach, like right when you swallow, it cleans through your palate type of thing. But it's definitely maybe a little bit of pear. Maybe that makes sense. Maybe the other flavor I'm getting, but it's good.
Havana wants the malt liquor report already. He's like, dude, how do we skip these commercials? These commercials suck.
I was gonna get an energy drink just for him.
Here, Bum, I'll do it for you this week. Here you go, Havana.
So, Pat, what are you having, brother?
I'm having the 2018 the Pizza Port Bacon and Eggs Coffee Porter.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah. And fairly reasonable considering like how good it is. I mean, I think it's like $16 for a 6-pack of 16-ounce cans. So not too bad.
Yeah, that's not too bad at all. Yeah.
Nice glass to drink it in, though. Proper. It's very nice.
What do you think of it, brother?
Damn good. I mean, if you like coffee and beers, you're gonna like it.
Oh, please.
So
I just had a nitro cold brew this morning.
Oh yeah.
With a waffle, baby. Yeah. With a waffle. You know what I'm saying? Not just any waffle. Strawberry with whipped cream waffle, baby. Yeah. But we got 14,000 ratings on here, 1,200 exactly in the last 30 days, 8% ABV, no IBUs rated, and a 4.1. Look at that, Tom. Eat it.
Hey, I'm eating it.
And he is. Yeah. An Imperial Coffee Porter collaborated with Bird Rock Coffee Roasters. Never heard of Bird Rock Coffee. There's so many different coffee roasters these days, though.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have to pick that one up, man.
Yeah, I would definitely go. Definitely go. I guess last year they made very little of it and went really quick, and this year you can get it pretty easy. I think it's fairly regional. I don't know. Does it get up to you, like the Northeast at all, Tom?
Oh, we don't get much. Well, we do get pizza. I don't even think we get Pizza Port, actually.
Because there's also Port, which I think they used to be the same. They kind of split off or something, and Port is Lost Abbey also, I think.
Yeah.
We
have some breweries that we just don't get, like the Shoots and stuff.
Yeah, well, I think Pizza Port, that's what I thought. I think it's relatively like Southern California and a little bit else, but I don't think it gets too far.
Yeah. I think, with me is, I don't like when breweries expand too much. Because when they expand too much, they're what they are, they kind of diminish. Like remember Alpine Brewing? They used to be. I've heard really great things from Alpine Brewing, and now you don't hear anything from Alpine Brewing.
Yeah, that's kind of the whole hype in general. But
yeah,
I think places kind of come and go. But I agree. I've had some stuff from them. Never actually been to the brewery, and I haven't had their big releases. But like the stuff that was like Nelson, I think was a really big one for them, and a couple others, and they're good. Yeah. But they never blew me away.
I like the fact of you have to get there to go there to get the beer, go to a different region to get the beer. because it's like it's a journey. You know what I mean? Instead of just
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like
Right on. And what are you having, Coach?
I'm actually pretty excited about this one.
Yeah.
It's from Payette Brewing. It's called the Rosy Bear Valentine,
Nice.
Uh-oh.
and it's
I know, right? Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
I already knew that was coming. It's a imperial stout brewed with cocoa nibs, rose petals, and rose water.
Wow.
But the big kicker is it's a 13.8. So it's
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
so
Big
Rose
boy
petals
beer.
and rose
Well,
water.
that's one of those things. Feed it to your Valentine and look out.
No doubt.
it was actually designed by Bill Cosby. So
Oh.
Brute, aged on Quaaludes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aged on Quaaludes chips, right? Yeah.
Quaalude nib.
Yeah, Quaalude nibs. Yeah, exactly. Look at this. We got 34 ratings on here. 34 in the last 30 days. It's relatively new brew, I guess. Huh? Added on February 8th of this year.
Okay.
13.8% ABV, 29 IBUs, and a 403. Tom, right now you're like the lowest ABV, man.
Yeah, he's backsliding.
Man, you backsliding, brother. What's up? Brewed with cocoa nibs, rose petals, and rose water. Pinky out the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
that's right.
Rosy Bear is a warm and cuddly Valentine's Day special, baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Endless malt tea, where dark flavors abound. Sticky molasses and sweet maple meet with rich dark chocolate, baby. And blackberry brandy, baby. Just saying.
Sounds like you've had a couple of these, huh?
Yeah, I like that. I love great descriptions like that, man. I mean, they just work. You know what I'm saying?
Is that your last one, Coach?
That's my first and only one. Yeah.
Now, where's Payette out of? Are they California or?
No, it's in Boise, Idaho.
Boise? Okay.
Oh.
Cool.
So is that chocolatey with a floral hint to it, or
It's really, really
what's going on with that?
really dark chocolate bitter, a little bit of cherry, but you can definitely taste that rose at the end. Like, you know how roses smell at you're getting that taste, which I'm not a big fan of, but other than that, it's really good.
Yeah, I guess that would be a little off-putting, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it just, you can, I don't know. It's at the very end you get it, but you know, it's good though. I like this one a lot. So
That is an interesting thing to do, isn't it? Like, I mean, I like it that they're playing around with it. That's what it's all about, man. Just, you know, get an idea in your head, and you know what? Screw it. Let's do it and see what people think. You know, make it a one-off beer, and if it hits off, then we'll make it some more.
right.
I like that though, man. You know, just keep doing different things. Let's have a discussion about it, and that's cool, bro.
Yeah, it's definitely unique. Zach was actually drinking Payette last week on the show. So
Oh, he was. Oh, that's right, huh? Yeah, I think he was. What? Yeah, because you don't hear of too many. I don't hear of too many beers, Earth. Do you? That are made with rose petals?
No, not.
No.
Wonder how many pounds of roses they threw in that thing.
Yeah, and what's up? So you got rose petals and rose water.
right. So I'm assuming they let the petals, you know, I don't know what they do in water, ferment over time or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like a tea almost.
Right.
Like
There you go. That's exactly.
Or was it just like some chick named Rose that took a bath and they like took a couple of scoops out of it?
So is that why I'm getting the itch in my mouth?
Yeah, that's probably why. Did you
Okay.
get a little
Hopefully, it
piece of
wasn't the
toenail in
vase
there?
water either.
yeah.
So yeah, it's just kind of that's interesting, man. That they rose water and rose petals is in the description.
They're just trying to play on that whole Sweetheart's Day crap.
Yeah. So that's that's kind of cool. I mean,
Seasonal beer. It's a holiday beer. Yeah.
I won't even say what Havana just said. Earth, what are you having, brother?
Tooth and tail belching beaver.
Tooth and tail. Okay. Yep. That's been a popular one. Is it a limited run or is it a going to be a for them?
I'm not sure if
It's a collaboration.
They might keep going with it.
We'll share the screen here real quick. That's the first part of their description, though. We've got 998, almost 1,000 ratings on both ends here. We've got 998 totals and 973 in the last 30 days. Just added January 24th. 6.6% ABV, no IBUs, 4.02. Tom, dude,
I'm getting fucking annihilated.
Yeah, you are.
This is my residual beer stock.
Yeah, that's the residual stuff.
As much as you love the beer that you're drinking, that's all that matters, right?
Yeah, that's all that matters. Yeah. Of all the collaborations we've done, this one with Coronado Brewing Company speaks of family. I can say there have been years of mentoring and sound advice, and to celebrate this relationship, we've come together to brew a double dry hopped hazy IPA. We literally doubled our dry hopping regimen to create a layering of flavors that showcase the individual hop characteristics: Mosaic, Idaho, 7, Citra, and Matuke hops. Round out the silky smooth bit. You know what? With notes of melon, pineapple, and citrus. Are you getting that?
I'm not getting the melon, but I'm getting the citrus for sure.
I have to show their labels, man, because they do some pretty cool. Look at that beer, man. Look at that.
I mainly bought it just because of the Idaho 7 hops, because I've been super impressed with all the beers I've had with the Idaho 7, so I bought it basically just off of that.
It's interesting.
It's a good beer, but I'm not getting the Idaho 7 like I have on some other stuff. But
what do you get out of Idaho 7? Give me some
unique flavor.
I don't know. It's hard to describe since the last time I had one. I can't really.
Let me look it up.
Describe what I remember, but it's definitely something that when you drink it, you'll know it's different.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Isn't it like an earthy kind of tropical kind of like? Because I've had a couple.
It's got a sweetness to it, but I can't really describe to you what that sweetness is.
Let's share the screen here again, and we'll go into it, man. We haven't done this in a while with a hop, so we're about due. So we've got Idaho 7 brings pungent tropical fruit and pine character. Boom, right there. So tropical fruit and pine character is the big thing there. So I would assume you could.
I don't think the pine is really that much of a thing with it, but
yeah,
more fruit, more
because it's not a normal like Cascade, Columbia, all that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's definitely got a sweetness to it though, from tropical fruits or something like that.
It'd be interesting to do like get all these different kind of hops and make like a tea. And like try all the different teas from different kinds of hops to try to get like the different flavors from each one. I mean, maybe that sounds weird, but I mean, it's a different. It's not necessarily fermented, but it's a different way to get the flavors of the hops.
Yeah, you're basically steeping it just like you do when you boil it. I mean, you keep pulling the flavors out.
Yeah,
I'm trying to find a single hop version of it. That way, I can really pinpoint what's going on.
Isn't that already being done though, Tom? I thought there was some. Hell, I think Coke is doing it, or is it Budweiser? One of the big boys is doing that with just water. Like there's, I thought we talked about that. There was a story, hop water. I think it's called hop water.
Yeah.
Lagunitas has like a hop water you can buy.
Yeah.
Do they differentiate the hops though? Do they like from this hop to that hop?
I have no idea. No,
I've never had it, so I don't. Yeah. But maybe that's something we could. Maybe I need to put that on my list. Alexa, add hop water.
It's on my shopping list too.
I still haven't seen it yet because I know it's supposed to be like dispensary only. So
Yeah, so it's on everybody's shopping list right now. So we can't forget to get the hop water. Yeah, I had thought that's what I was trying to. Once you said that, I was like, wait a minute, we've talked about that a couple of times actually, right? Because we talked about it once with the big boys doing hop water, and then there was a similar thing being done with marijuana water or something, right? Like,
yeah.
so it was like, yeah, I thought we talked about it. I think it was like towards the middle or fallish part of last year. I thought. So, yeah, that's not a it's an idea that's definitely been already produced to follow through with. So that's cool. What are you drinking, Mark?
I am about ready to open up La Fin du Monde.
Oh, haven't had that in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't either. And I think this was $7.99 at Trader Joe's, so pretty good price.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
That's what you.
Let's see if we get this cork to do its thing without any.
See, don't break it. Uh-oh, here we go. He's playing. Whoa! He popped his cork on TV. Whoa!
The cat's facing after it. He went
Mark
up,
pops his cork. Maybe that's
over
a
the ceiling fan in the living room, Joe, and hit the wall by the fireplace, and AJ ran over to get it.
Now Lord knows where it's at, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He's staring at it now. So, but yeah, I haven't had this in a long time, and triples are good. I like triples, and I just don't get them that often.
Yeah, I have to admit, I don't get many Belgian beers at all. I have to admit, I don't gravitate generally. What? Didn't I just have a Belgian last week? I think I did, but
there
was a little while where I was really into them, but it's kind of a rare thing for me to want it.
Yeah, and I saw it, shopping at Trader Joe's, and I'm like, yeah, it's kind of sort of dry and real earthy. Yep. Yeah.
Sounds like a Belgian.
Banana and clove.
Little clove, yeah.
I think they're here to have like while you're eating. Like
little clove, little spice in there, maybe. No.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there's some. Those kind of spices, clove, maybe coriander.
Yeah.
Type of thing. And and no, this is a perfect food beer. This would be.
Oh yeah.
You could have this with like some grilled chicken,
hot dogs. Yeah, I was thinking that white meats like pork. Yeah.
See, I wouldn't pair this with a steak, but like chicken, pork
steak,
pork chops.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Pork chops, apple
swordfish.
Swordfish, yeah, I could do that.
That's some people's sort of sea steak, if you will, is swordfish. So you've got 245,000 ratings on here, 1,300 in the last 30 days, 9%, 19 IBUs, and a 3.97. I think he's still crushing you, Tom.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah, I'm giving it 4 1/4. It's a really solid beer. I like it.
Brewed since February 1994. So this beer's been around a little bit. I think most of us have had it at least once.
Never had it.
I haven't had that one either.
Definitely tried it. It's good. I've had it before, but it's been a couple years since I've had it.
Yeah, I had it pre Untapped.
Yeah, this is my first check-in, so I get the middle of the road. Well, how is a 9% beer middle of the road? I don't know how they come up with that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Program.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. 9% is. I mean, well, it's still Colorado Session, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, Colorado Session. Is Pat still there? By the way, anybody that doesn't know, I'm having a Juicy Jack, which is from Santan, local brewery here in Phoenix. So Yeah, not super special. What did I just say it was? Juicy Jack. Not super crazy, but more of a session sort of IPA, you know. But I think I'm the one that Tom finally gets to beat.
Yeah.
But it's actually not by much for a kind of a session IPA. This is actually not a bad beer. It really isn't.
Well, yeah, no, and that's something you can just go to like gas stations probably have that soon here. So
yeah,
go to your Quick Trip and get yourself. You guys have Quick Trips and.
Oh, please, all over. Yeah, they literally. I delivered. Okay, real quick. You got 1900, 385 in the last 30, 6.5, 37 IBUs, and a 3.91.
Ooh, yeah.
Tom gets the beat.
We all crushed Tom this week.
Yeah.
What are you having, Bum? Are you having a malt liquor tonight, Bum? I don't know.
No, I actually have something good.
Oh, wow.
Might be a clean sweep.
Nice.
I have something real good if you want to cover it, Joe, before I do the report.
Mm-hmm.
I had something good to begin with, but I decided to preempt it tonight because my buddy Bubba gave me something, and I told him I would have it on the show tonight.
Oh, he's calling an audible here. He's calling an audible.
Calling an audible.
What's the audible for? Isn't it Omaha? Omaha.
No, I think when Ben Roethlisberger did it about 2 years ago, it was Dilly Dilly. If you ever heard Ben called Dilly Dilly as an audible.
Yeah, Dilly Dilly. Yeah, it was. You're right.
So my audible.
Pittsburgh. That's right. Yeah. So you got to do Roethlisberger.
Yeah, we have something here from what it says on the can is two TWO Evil. That's a collaboration between Two Roads and Evil Twin.
Oh, nice.
This is called Saigon Scooter Selfie. It is
I had that last night.
Yeah, I saw you checked it in, Earth. Vietnamese style coffee stout with brown sugar and cream extract added.
Ooh.
And I'll tell you what, this stuff is great.
Really?
Oh my God. I'm not getting a whole lot of coffee on this. The coffee's there, but it's kind of in the background. Earth, did you get some chocolate on this?
For me, I got a lot of coffee out of mine.
See, I'm not tasting coffee so much as I am like very sweet chocolate.
How long have you had that out, Bum?
It's been sitting out for almost 2 hours now. That might make a difference.
Well, I mean, you should get the coffee.
I take over the coffee. I don't know.
I think it's just a difference of palates because I didn't really get the chocolate, but I got huge coffee out of mine.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not a coffee drinker, so when any coffee beer, the coffee hits me.
Yeah.
And I do like coffee and beer, but I don't like coffee as a standalone beverage. And the first thing I was waiting for when I opened this, I expected to be overpowered by coffee. And the person who gave me this, even, he's a coffee person. And it's weird. I'm not getting that much coffee.
No, Bobo says I don't eat chocolate. I smoke it.
I mean, if you can smoke chocolate, that's a talent.
Yeah. I gotta give it to him. If you can smoke chocolate, man, exactly. You
gotta hook Havana and Bobo. They need to put themselves in the same room because a volcano about to erupt.
I think that's kind of like that's an alternate universe. It's like, don't cross the streams.
Yeah.
What I found interesting, though, is I don't know if you noticed, Bum, but Craig also had that beer, I think, last night.
Oh, no, I didn't. I did not catch that.
It caught me kind of off guard that he got it over there, so it's making its rounds.
But, oh, yeah, this is excellent. No matter what it is you are or aren't tasting in this beer, this is this might be one of my few 4.5-star untapped.
Look at that. A lot of Evil Twins. So I'm gonna look for that. That sounds
so
really
we got 5,000 ratings on here, 1,500 in the last 30 days. Two Evil, Saigon, Scooter Selfie, Two Roads Brewing Company collaboration with Evil Twin, coffee stout, 9.5% ABV, no IBUs rated, 4.05 bottle cap rating.
There you go.
This Vietnamese style coffee stout is inspired by the popular Vietnamese coffee drink called yeah, I ain't doing that name. Look at that. It's a thick and decent brew, just like a coffee milkshake, and contains brown sugar and cream extract. Yeah, baby, just put it in your mouth. Is what I'm saying. Ooh, look at it. We got a hottie alert here. Samantha, how you doing? How you doing?
I'm good, Joe.
And is this a cat? Does Patchy have a cat on here? That's not right.
Yeah.
That's not right. You know, we're the only beer show on the internet that has not one, but two official cats of the show. We've got an AJ and a Crusher, by the way. Thank you very much.
You'll see one behind my head from time to time too.
Yeah,
that's it. So every once in a while we've got a third one in there. So boom, eat it, Chairman. What do you got? He got a cat. We got a cat. We got lots of panene on this show, baby. Just saying.
Lots of kitty.
we got lots of kitty on this show, man. Yeah. So what did Billy D have to say about all that?
Yeah, Billy D's going to have to learn how to speak in the Barry White voice. He's still learning.
Yeah, it works every time, baby. It works every time. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to work on that. He's still learning.
Hey, Billy D does okay on his own, man. He doesn't need the voice. Yeah.
Well, this week we got a lot of news, but not a whole lot of video. We'll get to the video. Actually, since we have Havana in the chat, as usual, this really could turn into a serious malt liquor, serious panel discussion if we would want it to. Serious topic. Malt Liquor Marauder, who I think I've mentioned a few times in the past. He's kind of like second level. Mm-hmm. Right now, he's
is he? You know, miners are here right now in Arizona, so you know it's second level sort of deal right now, right?
Malt Liquor Marauder right now, he's kind of like the pariah of the MLDC. He's been doing a lot of live streams and saying a lot of stuff about a lot of people, and then deleting his live streams. And he's also on a lot of his live streams. He's been under the influence of a lot of malt liquor and kind of confessing to certain sexual proclivities. And those live streams got deleted, right after the fact. But leave it to some of the MLDC. If anyone wants to see any recorded record of with some highlights of one of these Malt Liquor Marauder live streams, you need to go to one of the UK malt liquor guys, Garbino 81. I'm not going to put a link here, but just go Garbino 81. He doesn't drink malt liquor, but he does kind of like malt liquor video with knockoff, British knockoffs. So Garbino 81. We don't have to look at that now, but that's for somebody's future reference. But anyway, one of the things that Malt Liquor Marauder has complained about was the fact that Havana is now making malt liquor videos, and he's not 21. Mm-hmm. And Malt Liquor Marauder is really ripping on people who comment on Havana's live streams or on his videos and leave comments and support him. And he's saying it's not right. You should not watch Havana's videos. And he really went to the extreme in his comparisons of the people who support Havana. He really took it too far. he used a certain term to describe these people that we're the equivalent of people who support Havana drinking malt liquor, and he took it too far.
Yeah.
And but anyway,
It was chocolate wasted.
yeah, exactly. Which obviously is not cool. And he's gotten into it with the P Glen lately, big time. There's been a lot of hate going back and forth between the two of those, but it does bring up a good point. So does supporting Havana, who's only 17 and makes malt liquor videos, if you comment on his videos and talk about him, or even potentially playing his videos on the Malt Liquor Report, is that a good thing or not? Or is it harmful to him or no?
I don't know about harmful to him, but it'd be harmful to me.
Yeah.
I hate doing it.
Is it encouraging him to drink more?
Absolutely.
It is, yeah. I would say definitely.
And here's the thing for Havana, as a parent and as a coach, don't film yourself doing illegal things and then post it on YouTube.
It's there forever.
Don't do that.
You're not going to have a good time.
Yeah.
Well,
20 years from now, it's going to come back and catch you. It's going to bite you in the ass.
It will. It will, Mark. I'm not. He thinks I'm lying to him, but he's going to do what he wants. But that's just my 2 cents. So
yeah, that's
a damn good point, Coach. It's damn good advice, but
you shouldn't be drinking. But if you're going to do it with people that you feel comfortable with around you. You know what I mean? And do it in a proper way. Don't do anything stupid.
Well, there's no proper way, really, not for him.
I mean,
right.
But you can drink, but still, like, as long as you're not out. I mean, I don't know. When you drink, you do stupid things, but it's kind of.
You can drink if you move to Germany. Like, that's the way that works. Like, move to Germany. You can drink when you're 18. Other than that, you have to wait another bonus year and move to Canada.
All I know, and I know this from personal experience and people I've worked with, is that when companies look at hiring now, they do a social media search.
Yep.
So Havana, you may
everybody's doing that. Yeah.
You may go to college, and 5-6 years from now, you may be applying for your first job, and you may get that first interview, and then you may not hear from them again, and you'll never know why. So.
Well, I mean, look, in our current environment, look what's happening. You've got politicians, you've got how many sports figures already that have said or made a video and it's come back to bite them once they're in the draft or something like that. Like it's,
something they did a sophomore year in high school.
Yeah. And I think it's there's a lot of people that are between the ages of, say, 15 and 25 that kind of grew up with this, that there's going to be a large number that are going to have negative effects on their life or their livelihood by what they did, over the last 10 years.
Well,
that's just the nature of it right now.
He's saying I already had a job multiple times. Well, not. It's a different ball game, my friend.
And I will say this: drinking malt liquor on camera is not the first or only illegal thing that Havana has done on camera.
Yeah. Well, I don't even want to get too deep in those. We're already deep enough. Let's move on.
You can have serious malt liquor discussion on here. We can makes for a good discussion.
Yeah, no, now it's enough. I'm good.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, let's move on.
Food for thought.
Some very good advice there, and
it's all fun and games, but there will be repercussions.
There's always repercussions of anything.
Yeah. So we will move on from there. As we all know, a national emergency was declared this week. What many of you may not know was a second national emergency was declared by fear.
Well, you knew that was going to happen.
No doubt.
Yes. Apparently, Ballantine Ale, word has gotten out that Ballantine Ale has been discontinued.
Oh.
So we have a national emergency as in people were running out to the stores and stocking up on 40s of Ballantine Triple XL. The only non-malt liquor that is allowed in malt liquor videos, according to the blueprint.
It's Ballantine Triple X.
Yeah, it's the Ballantine Ale amendment that was added to the blueprint.
Isn't that hilarious how like when something like same thing like Twinkies when something is said they're not going to be sold anymore, everyone runs out and grabs it as quick as and like Twinkies hostess end up coming back and doing the whole thing all over again.
Yeah,
one of those things again.
Yeah, but Ballantine Ale has been disappearing from store shelves all across the East Coast, and rumor has gotten out that Pabst has discontinued it. And it would be a shame if they did, because that would be the end of the Ballantine, like 150 years worth of the Ballantine name on some beer,
Yeah.
So in all seriousness, I hope it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Pabst tried reviving Ballantine IPA a couple years ago, and they put out the Burton Ale, which you still have a bottle of, Mark. And but their flagship was the Ballantine Triple XL, which is a favored choice of malt liquor drinkers everywhere also. But looks like Ballantine Ale may have bit the biscuit.
Bit the biscuit. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So in other news, the chairman, now this goes back to the Super Bowl now. We're going back several weeks. The chairman, I think he did this last year too. He bought a case of Mickey's, as they call them, Mickey's grenades, 12-ounce bottles.
Oh, yeah.
The chairman claimed starting at midnight Sunday, the day of the Super Bowl, he was going to do at least 24 Super Bowl videos, drinking a Mickey's grenade in each video. He got as far as 7. And not only did he stop at 7 videos, those 7 videos all got deleted. So God knows what happened.
Through this.
You realize you overreached big time.
Yeah. And also the commissioner was banned from Twitter for a week while we were gone.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, yeah. He cussed out some sportscaster and he got banned from Twitter.
Probably because he was wearing his MAGA hat.
I know Deion Sanders banned him.
Oh yeah, it wasn't Deion Sanders, but numerous times he's cussed out Deion Sanders in his videos. He's like, "Fuck you, Deion Sanders, you bitch! Unblock me on Twitter." Deion Sanders, is that hilarious? Deion Sanders has the chairman blocked on Twitter.
Fucking guy.
I crack up because to me, what happens on Twitter to me is amazing, because to me it's always like, who in the hell still uses Twitter?
Yeah,
I don't know anybody. So when I hear these Twitter wars and all this stuff happening on Twitter, I'm like, who are these people? I don't know anybody. I ask all kinds of people.
Twitter's
nobody I ask or talk to uses it.
If I'm surprised, honestly, if you're a business owner or photographer or anything like that, Twitter is amazing. Because you can post, say you have Twitter followers and you post, hey, I'm releasing this one day, and everyone gets it. Boom, they get it into their feed. It's more like a business type of thing. So you have followers, or if you're like a YouTuber and you're about to put a video out, and it's more of a memo.
I think actually with photographers, I think Instagram is much bigger.
Yeah,
it's the same effect, but
Instagram is big. Well, I know in my business, all the financial nerds are posting on Twitter.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And I don't, because I just. But yeah, I mean, I go there and I check stuff. I kind of check their feeds to see stuff that they're linking to and that type of thing.
Man, Twitter's just like nothing but hate and discontent, isn't it?
And I guess that's why the chairman's there.
Honestly, right? Yeah, because like Pat said, I have been on Instagram on the gram pretty much exclusively for a while.
Yeah.
It's like that's because Instagram is the one that's all about photos. Like it's
If
you want a lot of hate, go to Reddit.
Oh yeah, Reddit.
Yeah,
Reddit.
you,
All kinds of
you can find
junk.
hate pretty quick on Reddit. Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't have to go far on Twitter, from what I hear, man. You know,
No.
Twitter's just full of everything I hear about Twitter is negative. I've never heard anything even the stuff that is quote positive is negative, right?
Mhm.
You know, all the stuff that's supposed to help somebody is crushing 10 others, right?
Mhm.
Like come on. I mean,
Maybe if you're looking like more like at stuff like Mark, like for me, I look at more like numbers and everything, like stocks and all that stupid other things, those types of things. But if you're looking at like, I mean, Twitter's huge. There's a lot of shit in Twitter, right?
well, yeah, it's
Yeah.
big,
Oh, yeah.
but and that kind of supports what Mark is saying, Tom. You kind of added to it. It's financials. I mean, that's
Matters what niche you're in.
yeah.
I mean, I kind of narrowed it down to a certain core group of maybe 100 people that I check in on and do that. But yeah, if you just look in general, I mean, the vast majority is just a bunch of hate going back and forth. Yeah.
Just so much hate. Yeah. What else does Billy D got, brother?
Okay, we got one last little bit of business from the MLDC this week. I got the link posted in the group chat, Joe, if you want to click on that. Our friend, Mr. Rayner, the Hulk. And just go to about 6 minutes and 50 seconds.
Hey, I got a question. Isn't that dude from Europe in Boston tonight?
Oh, yeah, Huffy 72. See, Tom is hip to the MLDC. I forgot about Huffy's USA trip. Yeah, he's doing a 2-week trip. He hasn't made that many videos. I haven't kept up with him because he hasn't made too many videos. He did hook up with some of the bottom feeders of the MLDC.
The bottom feeders. I like how there's all these levels.
The single A.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah, very good. Very
Havana
good.
says Huffy isn't in America anymore.
Oh, okay. Maybe he got deported. I don't know.
So what part in this video are we going to?
6 minutes, 50 seconds.
Okay.
Oh,
6:52. Let me click.
Yeah, I heard him talking and said, "You talk too fast. You got to go home." Incredible Hulk. Here he goes.
Can you hear him?
sound.
No sound.
No sound.
Hold on. Let me fix some things here.
That just made my night. That first image of him with that.
Yeah, just the image alone, right?
Yeah.
That kind of helped. Can you still hear me and stuff?
Yeah.
So let me click here, and click here. And I think I have one more click. Yeah, there we go. Then let's see.
There we go.
Nice crack hiss. Look at that smoke, a few craft beer cunts. Like Joe D, because he likes the smoke, don't you, Joe D? Yeah, you like the
my volume.
I'll smoke you. All right.
Oh, you didn't hear it, Joe.
Yeah, let me go back.
Sure.
Let me go back.
Yeah, you missed it.
That's right. The crooked eye. Because you drink enough of these, and your eyes will literally become crooked, people.
Okay, yeah, I can give him that. Yeah.
Nice crack hiss. Look at that smoke, a few craft beer cunts.
Oh, yes! That's it, baby. The smoke.
Because he likes the smoke, don't you, Jody?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
You like the smoke. I'll smoke you. Look at that smoke, a few craft beer cunts. Like Jody, because he likes the smoke, don't you, Jody? Yeah, you like the smoke. I'll smoke you. All right, let's go. Let's get this fucking
Wait
shit
a minute.
on.
Wait a minute. What does that mean? Does that, I've had a few ladies tell me they want to smoke me too, man. I'm just saying,
It means the same thing.
That typically means they want to smoke your cigar, man. I'm saying they want to smoke your Maduro is what I'm saying.
On the show. Anyways, last thing I say on that malt liquor marauder or whatever the hell. Some people, folks, they just can't handle their drink. And the interweb and booze can be a bad combination.
Oh, is that the one you're
as a lot
talking
of us
about?
know.
Yeah.
And, they should have a breathalyzer lockout switch on your laptops, your phones, so you cannot access after you've had too much to drink, just like a shut off. All right, let's go.
This is kind of verification of our reporter here.
Yeah.
Now you've got two sources, and that's what you need in good reporting is two sources, and there you go. That's the second.
There you go. Thank you, Mr. Rayner.
Corroborated.
Yeah, you corroborated.
I'm gonna drink some malt liquor. That's
Does
what
he
I'm
have
here
a Burma shirt on? Oh, it was at Olympia. Okay, I thought it said Olympia.
because
ABBA.
I got malt liquor.
Oh, it's a mashup, yeah, with ABBA and Van Halen.
Oh my God!
I'll give him that. I like that song. Good jump. All right. I'm about to put that in my title.
He is a big guy. He's definitely done a lot of time in the gym.
Yeah. Is this an example of his smoking job that's going to happen there? Is that what this is here?
Yeah, he'll smoke you, Joe.
I'm a little excited. What do you think of the smoking job there, Zach? What do you say, bro?
I don't even know what's going on.
I tell you what, man, he's chugging the hell out of some beer, man.
He's going waste to that 40.
Oh man,
Is he topping his past record right now?
how does it real big?
He's pulling that thing pretty damn good right now. Isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
You're gonna be super gassy after that.
Oh, dude. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Mr. Hall probably doesn't like it. Let's put it that way.
Actually, at his age, at his advanced age, just saying,
Yeah.
like, if you burp and kind of out the back end at the same time, that might be the full that might be the full whammy. I'm just saying, you might kind of short a little bit on that deal, right? Yeah, look at that eye squint. Look at he's not done. All right.
Rugby Farkles?
Farkles.
Let's get rid of the door phone.
Yeah, Jordan. You gotta just love the name Dwarf, right? It's kind of fun to make fun of it.
Really, that guy has parlayed a couple of craft beer videos into a career in the MLDC.
Yeah.
He's done like 10 videos.
Yeah! Let's do them all. Wow! Powerpuffs! Let's do them all like a chaser. Hurricane.
Oh, a chaser.
8.2% in a 12-ounce serving because it's delicious. 8.1%. Hurricane. What do you want? It's a malt fucking liquor chaser.
Well, it's also a good example of how you have to drink malt
That's all you
liquor.
need to know, baby.
You have to chug it because you can't sip on
Malt
it.
liquor. Label the fuck out.
Yeah, label out. Okay, look at that. He's doing the can label out this time. I'll give that. He's doing it right.
12-ounce chaser. That's 12%.
Uh,
How much corn syrup is in that?
you drunk as a
And the
skunk.
song hasn't finished. Look at this.
Head coach is amazed. He's awesome.
Reasonably be better than this. Wait a minute, there's door foam there. Come on, get the door. You gotta like crush the can on your head or something. Okay, there's the door foam in your mouth. There you go. Crush the can on your forehead. Come on, don't be a wuss. The song's still playing. The only thing to be better than this if that Van Halen was on vinyl.
Yeah.
Just to go completely snobbery on them, right? I mean, come on, get it on vinyl. Be with the trend.
Great.
Dude, I got to give it to him. How many ounces of beer is that? Look at that.
52.
52, right?
52 ounces of beer on one track of music. I'll give him that. That's. And how what's the combined ABV of those beers? Was that like 9-10%, something like that? If you had to.
St. Ides is what? Is St. Ides 8%?
I think it's 8.
8.
The Hurricane, forget
One
it.
rate too. And the Hurricanes, I thought he said it was 12 or something like that.
I think he said 8 something and then 12-ounce can, but
okay. All right. Well, then he's at 8%. That's still 8% beer.
That's like 4, yeah.
52 ounces of 8% beer. And he started the song before
in 3 minutes.
That's probably like a whole pack of Bud Light.
But none of that matters, Joe. What matters is he showed you his smoke when he opened the 40.
That's right. Yeah.
And that is what matters. Absolutely. And I got to give it to him right there. Mr. Rayner, thank you, sir. That's exactly all we wanted from malt liquor, and we got
the smoke.
Malt liquor smoke.
If you're going to have smoke, at least acknowledge the smoke. Now,
That's right.
we both have smoke in our beers. Malt liquor has smoke, and actually, malt liquor kind of led to my appreciation of smoke because, you know, the old commercials back in the day were of the Colt 45 being cracked open, and the Billy D would show the smoke and the stuff, and it was great. So yeah, they were part. You know, we all have smoke in our beer, and why not celebrate the smoke? You know.
I love the commercials that pour in the beer, and it looks like it's gonna overflow. Then it does overflow.
Yeah. Well, the sound. Okay. The sound of a Coca-Cola going in a glass is a lot different than the sound of a beer, right? Mm-hmm. Like a beer just has that. Like I don't know, it just has that better sound, right? You ever notice that you pay attention to the sound of a beer when it goes in it just sounds cool, man. How geeky do you want to get, right? Yeah. The sound of beer, and it goes in the glass. Yeah, that's. Yeah.
Geeky.
That's how goober it gets. Yeah, it is. You know, you pour it in. Yeah.
Check this one out, man.
So thank you, Bum. I appreciate that. Was another fantastic malt liquor report. Yes. Lots of inspiring thought, conversation, and everything happened in that one. And an excellent acknowledgement of the smoke from the malt liquor community was great.
Great job.
Pat, since I've got you here, brother, I'm going to take advantage of a situation here, man, because you're our car enthusiast in this group here. What are your thoughts on the 2020 Corvette and the C8? Have you any thoughts on it?
I honestly don't know much about it. Is it the mid-engine?
Yeah. Have you seen pictures of it at least? Or
yeah. I know that's been rumors like for decades that they were going to do that, and they had concepts over the years. And I don't know. I think they should make it a different model. Personally, why not?
Yeah.
Keep the front engine. I don't know why you got to switch it. I mean, that's been their thing since 1953. I think it is the original Corvette.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you would change it up. I mean, back then it was a straight 6 and all that kind of stuff. So it's changed a little bit over the years, but it seems like make like a Corvette MR or something like that. Call it something different.
Whoa, Mark froze up.
Corvair, the Corvair. The old
Corvair, yeah. Some people have said that.
But the Corvair has like a terrible reputation. So
it has a horrible reputation. Absolutely horrible. I thought that they were. As a matter of fact, I think they're talking about this as the first Corvette that might cost $200,000.
Wow! Oh my gosh!
I don't know. It just seems like they're already. It just seems like making a different car. I don't know. It seems weird to me. Or a different model. Like I said, call it a Corvette if you want to. Do like you do, where you kind of break out a model into its own like menu, lineup.
Yeah.
And you could do you could have like the Corvette, the Z06, and then like the, I don't know, I know they had ZL1.
Grand for a Corvette? I mean, that just seems wrong.
Because even the C7 looks completely different than all the rest of the history of the Corvette, and the C8 looks wildly different than the C7.
Yeah.
I've heard they're going to make kind of two Corvettes. Is that?
Wow. If they do that, it makes sense to me, but otherwise, I don't know.
Yeah, I think they're going to make. I've heard that they might continue to make a version of the C7.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it's out of touch. The Corvette becomes out of touch for everybody. So that, at that point, it's already kind of, you can't get a ZR1.
No.
Yeah.
Those were 120,000, 130,000, something like that.
Yeah, they're six figures. So like
when's the Cameron going to be able to get a Z7 Corvette? 2048?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Well, he'll buy one 20 years after that. He'll get a used one.
Yeah.
With his millions of viewers, it's just a matter of time.
2038, he'll be haggling and striking.
Yeah. That cash pile has expanded lately. If you look at the new videos, that stack of cash has actually widened lately.
Very true. The investments are going really well on malt liquor.
Yep. Wolf of Wall Street.
That's it. That absolutely.
Malt liquor features.
Yeah. Hey, Zach, what's the latest, man, in the craft beer Colorado community, my friend?
First, that Corvette is hideous.
Oh, you don't like it?
I think it looks too much like it looks like they ripped off a Ferrari from 5-10 years ago.
It does. It actually looks, it's a lot like a Ferrari or a Lotus or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, not much is new up here. February's kind of uneventful.
Yeah, it's not really. What did you? We talked earlier. Oh, wait a minute. Coach had the rose petal and rose water beer. What was the name of that again, Coach?
Rosie Bear Valentine.
Rosie Bear Valentine, man.
And Zach, you had pay it last week. You had the 12 gauge.
Oh yeah, that. Sounds good.
So I don't know where Joe's going with that, but
okay. What do you think of where would rose? I can understand the rose petals, but rose water is what kind of throws me off a little bit. What's the deal with the rose water, do you think?
I think it's kind of a novelty.
Yeah.
But
my theory was it was some chick named Rose that's kind of hot and she took a bath and they just took some bath water and put it in the beer.
We did we've done a couple of different rose beers. Like we've done it with rose petals, rose hips, rose tips. Rose water. For my wife's 30th birthday, we brewed a rose water IPA.
What are you getting out of rose water? I don't understand the rose water. Like what?
I think it's just a little bit extra floralness.
Okay. So is there more of the floralness in the water than there is the petal? You know what I'm saying?
You're kind of doing the same thing.
Is it kind of a potpourri sort of thing, or what is it?
No, because you're kind of doing the same thing, whether if you're putting the petal into the boil or the water. I mean, I think it depends on what you want your picture to look like.
Yeah.
I mean, what is rose water? Just like water that had rose petals in it, or is that?
Yeah, Tom was talking about, like making a tea. You're kind of making a rose petal tea or something, right?
Yeah, pretty much. But then, like, rose hips and tips have a totally different flavor.
Well, rose hips are something completely different, aren't they? They're not like actually flowers.
Yes, but sometimes you'll see in those beers that there's rose hips or whatever.
Yeah.
And those are really kind of citrusy.
I remember when I lived in Alaska, those grew in my yard where the rose hips were like all over the place.
Give me the difference. if you can, what's the difference between hips and? I have no idea. I'm completely.
Between hips and tips, Joe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I can come up with a definition, but I just kind of want to. What is a rose hip and a rose tip? I don't. Zach, if you should I Google it? Is this something I should Google? I mean, I honestly don't know.
Yeah, Google it.
Yeah, I'll Google it because
I think the way it is like one is the fruit, and one is just it's like it's not the same. One's more like a petal and one's like a fruit.
Well, what they did here, Zach, was they did an imperial stout brewed with cocoa nibs. There's the big part of it, because that's coming through about 80%. Rose petals, rose water, that's coming through. But the big deal is the 13.8%, which is super masked. It's almost no booze to it, which is kind of crazy at that high of an ABV.
Yeah.
I mean, you always get a hint of the booziness, but this is almost non-existent. So I don't know if the rose water / petal counteracted the. I mean, I don't know. You know way more than I do about the process, but
yeah, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I think most of it's a novelty, especially in a stout.
It's a well-made beer. Bottom line.
Yeah, that's great that it tastes good. You gotta. Rose is just a really delicate flavor.
Is there different flavors with the different colors?
No.
No, they're pretty similar.
What I didn't tell you, Zach, was, and Jody's going to be embarrassed. He actually sent this to me. Joe did. This Valentine.
Maybe he wants you to be his Valentine.
I guess. I was like, Joe.
That's right. Yeah.
Big rosy bear.
So,
yeah.
The cat's out of the bag, Joe.
From the bear, right? So just just a big old bear giving you my roses there, baby. Yeah. This thing. Enjoy every drink. Just saying. You know what I'm saying?
It's like chocolate and roses all in one.
That's right. That's what I was saying.
That sounds like a pickup line that Joe could.
Yeah. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah, 2 birds, 1 stone. Exactly.
I could have gotten you these half-dead roses from the grocery store and this cheap-ass chocolate, but instead I got you this beer at 14%. So chuck it, and we'll go home.
Exactly. So I've got something pretty interesting to me, and hopefully you guys will think it's just as interesting. I've got a chart, of course, because I love charts. And I'll share the screen here with you real quick. It's the, let's see, come on, share the screen. There we go. The best craft brewery in every state.
Okay.
I like this, and it's by Zach. Look at that. How you like that?
Zach and Al Sharpton.
Yeah, Al Sharpton. Yeah, that's right. Exactly. So in Alabama, what do we have? Trim Tap. Any Alabamans or anybody ever heard of Trim Tap? You got Alaskan?
Yeah, I have seen their beers here, but I haven't had any yet. So
you haven't had any. Well, according to these cats, this is the best beer, the best brewery at least in Alabama. And you've got Anchorage, Brewing Company, which is in Alaska. I think a lot of us have had
Wilderness.
Arizona Wilderness. What do you think about that, Pat?
I've only had a few of theirs, and they're good. I don't know that I would agree. I actually think maybe Tombstone's better.
Yeah, Tombstone's pretty damn tasty, man.
They have a lot that are better.
They make good pizza, I know that.
The food at Wilderness is great.
Yeah. I haven't actually ever been, but I hear Wren House is really good here.
Yeah, they got great tacos, a really good burger over there at Wilderness.
Yeah.
So, and then in Arkansas, we've got Ozark Brewing Company. I have to admit, I don't know of any Arkansas beers. I can't think of a single beer from Arkansas I've ever had.
Yeah.
I can't think of the last time anybody mentioned an art. That is one lost state for us on this show. I cannot think of a single Arkansas beer. That is the first.
It should be.
Wow.
I think there's one called Clantastic, but it tastes like hate. So
Fantastic.
Yeah, this is Ozark Brewing Company. I'm gonna have to put that on my brain there because I that's a state that has escaped us, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sierra Nevada is the best brewery in California.
Yeah, that's kind of that's a cop out.
yeah, that is a cop out.
See, that's
Don't even scroll down yet, Joe. I bet you it says it's one of the big three. It says New Belgium, left-hander Odell in the next
In Colorado. Yeah.
Here we go. I want to go into the first sentence here.
almost guaranteed.
May not be the trendy choice, but it is the right choice in a state as cram full of craft breweries as California, 900 plus, the most of any state. Sierra Nevada stands tall as the craft beer pioneer that it is.
They've been around a long time.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, Belching Beaver is another brewery I happen to love. I think Belching Beaver is more creative than Sierra Nevada can be, at least. I applaud Sierra Nevada's efforts for raising money and stuff like that, and they have the arms reach to do something like that.
I like Ballast Point better than Sierra Nevada.
Yeah. Ska brewing? Zach, would you? What?
Zach says no.
Are you really going to keep reading this list?
Connecticut, so. Kent Falls Brewing? I don't think that
sounds like newbies to me.
Yeah. What the?
Yeah.
Dogfish Head in Delaware? Is that the only beer in Delaware has some good ass breweries, man. That's a small ass state, and I've had better beers than don't get me, Angry Chair. I've never heard of Angry Chair.
I have Angry Chair.
Yeah,
that's actually respectable there.
Is it? Okay.
Creature Comfort?
Creature Comfort's a big deal, right?
What do you say there, Mark? What do Creature Comfort?
They're a decent brewery. I was waiting for him to say Sweetwater, or Terrapin.
Okay, here we go. You've got have arguments for a gang of them earning top honors, including 3 taverns, variant Scofflaw,
good
Monday
stuff.
Night, and even Augmentation Sweetwater Brewing Program.
Yeah.
But let's drive an hour up the road to Athens, where Creature continues to draw flocks of advocates to score their limited can releases, only available on site.
Yeah. See, I haven't been to the brewery. They have their core stuff that shows up in the beer stores, but I haven't been to the brewery yet. So
I got to admit,
beer. There are some good breweries here in Georgia, which I'm thankful for.
Okay, we've got Hawaii, Maui Brewing. I don't know that many of us know a lot of Hawaii brewing companies other than some
Kona.
Yeah, right. So,
but that's brewed in New Jersey, right?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, it's kind of brewed everywhere.
They got like 7 different entities, don't they?
That'll be New Jersey's best brewery.
Yeah, we don't necessarily know exactly where all that beer is brewed, but in any case, I don't know, the Idaho Crooked Fence.
What do you say, Coach? Yeah.
Yeah, top 3 for sure. So I mean, it's Idaho, right, guys? So yeah, okay.
Illinois Half Acre, Illinois, Chicago.
I haven't had that before.
That's fairly accurate.
3 Floyds out of Indiana.
That's probably accurate.
Yeah, they're a good brewery.
Iowa Toppling Goliath. That's got to be one of
Yeah, I'd probably agree there.
That's probably accurate.
It's not bad, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I'd have
We
to.
need to get some of that, Pam, when we go there.
Kansas Free State.
Something right.
I've got no argument for Kansas. I don't know.
Well, there's just nothing good ever coming out of Kansas. So.
Toto, come on.
Okay, where's Rajay? Kentucky against the grain.
Yeah, he would be the one to check in on that one.
Yeah.
Chase would be excited about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's our boy out of Louisiana? Starts with a B there.
Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon.
Bayou Test is pretty solid.
There you okay. So in Maine,
I would not agree. I think Allagash is great, but I don't agree. Maine has some of the best damn breweries around.
Yeah,
what do you
so
say,
much-
Tom?
Much better than that. I mean, Allagash is like a pinnacle, but it's like you got Bissell Brothers, you got Foundation. There's so many others out there.
Allagash it's like the Sierra Nevada of California.
Maryland, we've got Burley Oak.
Michigan will be Founders. Watch.
Mm-hmm.
Massachusetts,
Oh,
Treehouse Brewing.
Or Surly.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get no argument from me there. What do you say,
Yeah.
Tom?
Can't argue with that.
I'm approved.
Founders in Michigan. There you go.
There you go. Okay.
Minnesota, Surly. All right. I mean, I like Surly. But I don't know. Our only Minnesota representative isn't here, and he usually drinks water anyway.
Yeah.
Mississippi, Southern Prohibition Brewing. Why do I feel like I've had something from them?
I don't know. That's like that's almost like Arkansas to me. Arkansas and Mississippi. I don't know.
Man, but I feel like did I buy something from them when I was there, Mark? Or
I don't think you did.
No, man, it
We
does.
get some Mississippi beers. I haven't seen that brewery though.
Missouri Side Project Brewing.
It's supposed to be really good.
I think that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, I
Pretty
think so.
accurate.
Montana, Lewis and Clark. What do you say there, Earth?
Lewis and Clark.
I don't think so.
I would think it would be like Big Sky or something, but
Yeah, Big
Is
Sky.
that Helena? Yeah.
It's been brewing in Montana's capital for almost 2 decades, but a trio of Great American Beer Festival medals and the title of Small Brewing Company of the Year helped put Lewis and Clark on the national radar in 2018. Thankfully for its customers, the brewery's 3 award-winning beers are easily available everyday offerings: Miners Gold Wheat Beer, Pompeii Czech style Pilsner, and Prickly Pear English style Pale Ale. With
Big Sky's better than they are.
I'd rather have Bitterroot, to be honest, but they're a lot smaller.
Nebraska, we've got Crow Strand Brewing. Anybody had?
Yeah. Keep that in mind, Pam. Crow Strand. Pam's going to Nebraska in a few minutes.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Nevada Revision Brewing,
There's not a lot of good beer in Nevada.
right? There's not New Hampshire Stoneface. I've heard.
We need Jeff.
Oh, there you have a Stoneface
There you
right
go.
now.
Go full clip.
New Jersey Cane Brewing.
Hmm.
There's
Yeah.
got to be some good breweries out of New Jersey, man. There has to be.
No, there is nothing that ever good came out of New Jersey.
The Sopranos.
Oh, so you know what's coming next? You see La Cumbre here. Come on,
Definitely not the fist bump either.
Mexico, La Cumbre Brewing. I mean, they're
Mm-hmm.
Joe,
right,
your opinion?
right now with the brewery that's shut down, there's no argument. I mean, it's
Yeah, once Marble shut down.
once
Marble
Marble,
yeah.
you're not going to get too many arguments. Well, not Marble. It was not Marble's still going. You have
Santa Fe closed?
Chama River.
Palmer River.
Yeah.
Palmer River. Yeah, thank you, Zach. Yeah.
I really like Santa Fe Brewing, though.
Santa Fe. Yeah.
Their coffee stout is a good, like, cheap, big imperial coffee
Yeah,
stout.
that coffee stuff's pretty good.
Yeah.
Happy Burger IPA.
No, La Cumbre is so much better.
Well, they are, but
Santa Fe Brewing, it has I would say is the big New Mexico beer, right? They're the big New Mexico beer. They're real similar to the Four Peaks of Arizona. But Four Peaks ain't our best brewery in Arizona. That's for damn sure. So that's kind of why I would kind of compare Santa Fe. Their one-off stuff isn't necessarily, but La Cumbre, man, that elevated IPA is going to be one of the best IPAs you've had.
Is that the one in Old Town Gate, or is that the one up a little farther that we went to? I don't know. It was.
No, we didn't go to La Cumbre.
We didn't? Okay.
No. But there are some others. Anyway, New York, other half. I have not had other half.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Is it? Okay. Our New York authority was here last week. Right now, North Carolina Burial. Oof, that's a tough one to say. Burial.
Yeah, pretty good stuff. I've had a few from there. They're pretty solid. There's a lot of
Burial.
Do you really? Okay, Zach, you get Burial. Right. North Dakota Fargo Brewing Company. I have no idea. Idaho Jackie O's Pub and Brewery. That sounds like a very small brewery in Athens, Idaho. Idaho makes a lot of good beer.
No, Ohio.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Ohio.
I haven't been impressed with their stuff.
Yeah, they do a lot of good imperial stuff.
Oh, you've had? Okay. No, I haven't had that.
Oklahoma Prairie Artisan Ales.
Yeah.
They're
good, but man, they're pricey. Oh my god!
It's like $13 for a bottle.
Yeah, and still, because of that, I still have not tried them. They're available around here, but I will not buy them.
Oregon, man. What is this? Frem Family Breweries?
That brewery kicks ass.
Do they really, Zach? Okay.
That's some good beer.
Brew Gentleman.
Oh my god. Nothing against Brew. Oh my god, I can't believe they're on.
Braddock. What do you think?
Gnome?
Oh, I can't wait to show this to my buddy Kurt tomorrow. Oh my god. Oh my god, are we gonna laugh? Nothing against Brew Gentlemen, but they're the top brewery in. Nothing against Brew Gentlemen.
Well, we'll finish
hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of breweries in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah,
nothing.
I'm surprised they didn't choose Victory.
Oh my
god!
God.
Victory would be like the big one.
Yeah,
and oddly enough, in the large state of Pennsylvania, that's literally about 15 miles from me.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Braddock's not that far from you.
Yeah.
Rhode Island, you've got Proclamation Ale.
I've heard of it. I don't remember it.
Teeny tiny state.
I've been to that brewery before. They're actually not bad though.
Yeah.
I could. That's another one that rings a bell with me. I feel like I've had something from Proclamation. Someone used to talk. Matter of fact, someone used to talk. Okay, wait a minute. It's our cat from Jeffrey, or what's his name?
New Hampshire. Yeah, Jeffrey. He's in New Hampshire. Yeah.
I was going to say.
Tom, you sent me one from them.
Jeffrey Lyons.
Yeah. South Carolina, Westbrook.
Yeah, that's some good stuff. Yeah, they do a good job.
Okay. South Dakota, Crow Peak Brewing. Coach, anything? No.
I don't really. No, I don't. I've never heard of it. Maybe Earth.
I haven't really heard what's in that state too much.
Yeah, any of the quotas. Right?
Okay, so it's on the western side of the state. Yeah.
I've heard of it, but
Blackberry Farm, Mark.
Yeah. I've never had anything from them. We don't get a whole lot of Tennessee beers down here. I don't know why. Maybe it's a distribution problem.
Yeah, that's another state, right? Tennessee is kind of another state, isn't it?
Jester King in Texas. Okay.
Jester King in Texas. That's Austin. You know, Austin's such a big, booming place nowadays. It's kind of a.
I wouldn't say Jester King. They're up there in probably the top 3, but.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that either.
Well, I think like Real Ale is down
I would say Real Ale. Out of the ones I've had, they're the best. Yeah, overall.
I would think Jester King above them just because their sours are like considered some of the best out there.
They do really good sours. Yeah.
Epic out of Utah.
Yeah, they got that right, but I mean, it's Utah. They're heavily regulated. It's
You
terrible.
bet Baptist.
Vermont Hill Farmstead.
I've been trying to go up there. They're like
That's
4,
pretty good stuff. If you like that sort of stuff.
but they were rated the best brewery in the world like 2 years ago.
They're pretty big deal.
This
for a
list
while
is
there.
kind of like half what everybody knows craft beer to be, and half what a few people would want it to be.
Virginia, the Vale Brewing Company.
Yeah, Braille's pretty good.
Need to ask Greg for that.
Washington, from Fremont Brewing Company.
Fremont's pretty good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good beers out of Washington and
Their
Oregon.
barrel age program is really good too.
Washington,
Fremont is. Yeah.
Washington does, that Seattle area and the Portland area are killing it, man.
Yeah, that's a lot there.
West Virginia, you got Bridge Brew Works. Any thoughts on West Virginia?
Yeah.
New Glarus. There you go, Pat.
New Glarus. Yeah, what do you got, Pat?
Yeah, I mean they're I'm a sucker for them. They're like everyone knows the Spotted Cow and it's okay, but like their R&D series and stuff like that. Like I still have a bottle of their sour fruit, which is like
the raspberry or the cherry. The cherry is really good. They
the
do
Belgian
great
red.
fruit
Yeah.
beers.
Yeah, so that's when they're like fruit beers, and their true sours are some of the best I've ever had. Like I still have a bottle, like I said, of that sour fruit. It's like a blackberry sour. And I just looked earlier today at the Untapped, and it's like a 4.71 or something.
Wow.
And like it's a 500 milliliter bottle that I could easily sell for like $600.
Wow.
Nice.
But yeah, it's like crazy. I think for a while it was the highest rated sour beer in the entire world and all this stuff. And their brewery is amazing. It's like just totally beautiful. And I think they were like the 20th biggest craft brewer in the country, and they only distribute to Wisconsin, which is crazy.
That is crazy. Wow.
There's a lot of beer drinkers in Wisconsin.
Yeah, well, and like every single place you go to, no matter the bar, no matter the gas station, no matter where, you can at least find Spotted Cow. It's like on draft literally everywhere, and people drink it all day long.
Wyoming Melvin Brewing Company.
They're terrific.
Are they really?
Oh, they're amazing.
No, they're a bunch of bigots.
Yeah, they must be something better than them.
They're terrible people.
No, they won a big award this year at the.
Yeah, I'll give them.
That doesn't mean they're any decent people.
They're not the. I mean,
They've
They've been hit and miss for me.
they're not.
they're just not.
Out of all of Wyoming.
Bigots, huh?
They're the ones that they got in all the trouble for the one owner, the brewer or something, got caught groping a couple of girls.
He was grabbed by the.
Yeah, well, but they're also just. We've been next to them a couple of times at festivals, and they're just not very nice people. And
They have a
like
2x4
I just
that's
heard
amazing.
with the brewery from Wyoming, doing a collaboration, and they just say that they're not even nice to the breweries in their state. That they just have this holier than thou attitude.
I mean, nothing they have is really amazing. It's just like mediocre. Like the 2x4, it's all right.
They won. If you guys look at Google, they won a huge award last year. So I mean, I like them, but that's just me. So.
Well, I think it's kind of like other things, right? Like if you separate the people from the product, like the product probably is one thing.
But should you?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and that's the question. Yeah.
It's kind of like being a Dodgers fan. Like,
you have to use the Dodgers for an analogy. Look at him. What about if we use the Broncos or something, man? Come on.
well, no, that's totally what John Elway is a complete piece of shit. Human being.
without skipping a beat, Mark? Without skipping a beat, just yeah,
it's like saying, do you respect the films of Woody Allen? All the films he did in the past.
Yeah, there you go. There's an analogy. Or Michael Jackson, right?
No, here's the best one. I like some of the guys from the MLDC, but I hate their product and what they promote. You know what I mean? How about that?
Yeah, how about that? Yeah. Yeah. Now I've got something that's important to us worldwide as a beer drinking community. No matter if you're a malt liquor drinker or a fine craft beer drinker, my friends. We all like French fries, right? This is the official fast food French fry power rankings, man. Boom.
I don't know if I agreed with it. What did you think?
So who's the winner in their book?
Okay, so over here you've got worst taste, worst texture, better taste, better texture. So as the photo goes, you've got In-N-Out over here, worst taste, worst texture. You know what I'm saying? Do you see how it kind of works?
Mm-hmm.
So better texture, better taste would be like Steak and Shake, kind of Del Taco, Carl's Jr., McDonald's, Five Guys, Arby's. What do you say here? Do you see the way it's working?
Yeah.
Who the hell decided on this?
Yeah.
There's a guy named Lucas Quan Peterson. That's who.
That's what I'm going to send my hate mail to.
Yeah. Send all hate mail to that guy. All I can appreciate is that he did make this chart that we can discuss.
Where's Chick-fil-A? Let's see.
Chick-fil-A, I don't like waffle fries.
Here's Chick-fil-A. Now, this is interesting because Carl's Jr. has both. They've got waffle fries and regular fries, if you can see my cursor here.
Mm-hmm.
And they rated both of them towards the top of this chart. On the top of the chart is Steak and Shake.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think Steak and Shake is terrible.
You don't like their skinny fries?
They're real thin.
Yeah.
Thin, aren't they? Yeah.
I think they're tasty though. McDonald's is towards the top of the chart.
This is more of an opinion, though.
Oh, of course, but it gives us something to talk about. Like,
no, it's not, Tom. It's in a chart. It's factual.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you. Thank you for back. Wait a minute, Tom. Hold on, Tom.
It says official.
Just like just like some people's opinion that the Patriots are like the greatest team ever.
Hey,
this literally says the official fast food French fry power is in the sentence. Power rankings.
That's right.
Just like Joe's list that he just went over, those were the best breweries by every state, and that's the official list.
This is the.
Joe, you're an In-N-Out guy. Don't you think In-N-Out should be?
Oh no, it is well known. In-N-Out has the worst fries ever. Period. I'll admit they've gotten a little
been so long.
It's amazing too because you can literally watch them put a potato and press it. They'll make fries in front of your face. From a potato. You'll watch the potato go in the press and then there's the fries and they put it in the oil and you have them and you're like, why aren't these good?
Yeah.
I just watched them. They're fresh.
I haven't had them in so many years.
That's the first time I've ever heard somebody dislike In-N-Out fries.
Oh, dude, they're legendary. They've been horrible forever. In-N-Out has the worst fries. And you know what's hilarious is Five Guys are the same sort of deal, and I think they're just as bad. It's amazing. Like
I think Five Guys are pretty good. Their fries. They're a lot better anyway.
They're better. Yeah, absolutely. They're better. It's just kind of crazy though.
But don't you think that there's
I have to disagree. I like In-N-Out fries. I just wish they were longer and not so small.
Do you like shoestring potatoes? You know, they're like almost like potato chips. Have you ever had those? You know what I'm talking about? Where they're like potato chips that are kind of like
Almost.
Don't you think?
Because to me, that's what they taste like.
Now, Steak and
Shake
Shake,
weird variable. How do you like the fry cut?
The Steak and Shake fries are, I thought, pretty darn tasty.
Now, my question is the iterations of the fries, like Carl's Jr., Wendy's, they all went to that potato skin fry.
Yeah.
And I think they failed with that.
Yeah.
See, and I don't mind like homemade fries when they've got the skin on them, but I don't know. I don't eat
Yeah,
enough
homemade,
fast
but
food.
the fast food stuff sucks.
I don't eat enough fast food anymore.
What about the
really.
KFC fries? Do you?
No,
I don't even know the last time I had
that's
one. I don't
not a
wedges.
fry. That's a wedge.
Yeah, they're wedge. Yeah.
That is not a French fry.
Now I am surprised to not see Taco Bell nacho fries on the list. To
Those are pretty
me,
good.
those are the best fries.
They're good.
So good.
They're actually delicious, man.
And it's awesome that they give you the cheese sauce just in case, like
Yeah,
if you don't dip your taco in it. Oh yeah, baby.
Oh yeah.
I like a good I like the curly fries. Who does the Cajun curly fries?
Oh,
Five Guys does.
Arby's.
Five Guys does
Jack
it
in the
too.
Box.
So the curly fries would be Jack in the Box, right? Arby's does curly fries. Who
Yeah.
else does curly fries?
Five
Good
Guys.
Times.
I didn't know Five Guys does them. I don't know if they do those here.
Good Times does.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever
They
had
have-
curly fries at Five
I
Guys.
think Good Times is the one that is known for like the spicy curly.
Okay.
I think they do like the Cajun fries. Maybe they
Now
don't.
they didn't have
Yeah.
White Castle on there. I didn't see White Castle fries.
No White Castle on here. No,
Or you know who else has pretty decent fries if you like the real thin ones?
they have
Freddy.
rallies on here too, and rallies. I can't think of the last time we had rallies.
Oh man, that's like that's
Rallies, yeah.
the boss thinks McDonald's fries are really good.
Well, Five Guys does do curly fries. They do the curly
Who's
fries.
fries, Mark?
I don't think they do them here.
I've
I
only
think
been to
You got to
Five
request
Guys.
them.
Maybe so. Maybe they're not on the menu. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
Because you can get
I like the
the
Del
Five
Taco
Guys
fries.
fries where they have like, what is it, like garlic and something on them, or just regular fries. But I never saw.
Now, okay. Now, who? Okay, let's talk burgers. Now, if you could pick a burger from any place, we're gonna go down the list here. Burger and then fries from whatever place to mix them with.
You gotta be careful, Joe, because this is a regional.
What would be your favorite burger from what place, and then your favorite fries from another place?
That's the burger
Ooh.
fry.
Or are they the same place for you? Who you got, Bum?
Like, are we going nationwide or just
Yeah.
region?
Yeah, kind of has to be at least a regional chain that at least some of us have
Because
heard.
most people don't have In-N-Out.
No, well, of course not. But who you got, Bum?
Okay, for the burger, without question, I will take Rallies as they existed in Pennsylvania between
Oh,
around 1998 and 2008.
Time traveling.
Yeah, they disappeared, and from what I've heard, Rallies is coming back to the Pittsburgh area. But I'll take the late '90s, early 2000s version of Rallies
I think
for the burger, without question.
I think we have rallies out here.
I think we do. Yeah, not many, but they're out here.
What do you got, Earth?
I'm still trying to figure that one out.
Okay, I'll come back to
That's
you.
a tough one.
Coach is gone right now. Mark, who do you got?
Oh, I'm going to pull something out from my childhood. I will remember this. Winkies. Remember Winkies?
Oh, I thought you were going to say Burger Chef, Mark.
He said it's Winky. Is that a double meat Winky?
Mark, I just have one question for you, Mark. See if you can answer this question. Does Winkies make you happy to be hungry?
Yes. Winkies just gives you a little bit more. That was the other half of
Oh
it.
yeah.
Oh
You
yeah,
get your
Oh, yeah,
vitamins.
baby.
yeah.
No, but
Yeah, me and Mark are both hip to Winkies.
yeah.
Winky.
And recent, I'm gonna. Has anybody else had Burger Fi?
No.
No.
We have those up here, and I think I've had it once.
Yeah. They
And
do.
it's not like fast food. It's like that
It's like Five Guys type of thing. It's like 7, 8.
casual amount.
Yeah.
We have one up here that's like it called Wayback Burger,
Okay.
and it's the same thing. Like you have to walk in and it still comes to you in foil.
Kind of sit down. It's kind of fast serve, but not fast food.
So is that your burger and fry?
No, that's the burger, and I really do like McDonald's fries.
Yeah,
I think they're solid, and I think it's because of the kind of crisp on the outside and chewy on the inside.
When McDonald's fries are like at their peak, they're hard to beat.
Yeah, when you fresh fries, well-made fresh McDonald's fries, yeah. They're really good.
Hey, Coach, we'll get back to you, man. Who's your favorite burger from? And it could be a local chain, doesn't matter. And your fries. What restaurants are you pairing?
Somebody probably already said this, but it's In-N-Out.
For both?
The fries, no. McDonald's hot fries are the best.
Yep.
In-N-Out burger, double, animal style. I mean, that's it. That's life.
So you like the animal style In-N-Out? Okay.
I mean, am I wrong? Is that bad or?
Hey, no, that's your choice, man.
Here's the question: did I pass the test, guys? Or
there's no test.
There's no test.
Yeah,
it's a survey.
That's your choice.
Sure.
Hey,
Pat,
you're gonna have haters regardless.
Yeah, regardless. Yeah, exactly. So, Pat, who you got, man?
Actually, locally, like if I had any choice, it'd be Four Peaks, their Southwest burger and their fries. But like that to me is like seriously good. But I actually really like Five Guys burgers, and then McDonald's fries. Sure.
Yeah.
I have to ask Mark while we're here and talking about this. You said your favorite thing was the Winkies hamburger. Mark, do you remember what their version of like the Whopper was called at Winkies?
Oh, no, but I'm sure as soon as you mention it, I'll remember it. But.
The Big Wink.
The Big Wink, yeah, baby.
Yeah, actually, that brings up a good burger. Remember Roy Rogers?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people had Roy Rogers.
Yeah, the roast beef. I ate there one time in my life, and I think I got food poisoning there.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
That's when you know it's good.
Yeah, I think I was actually eating Trigger.
Hey Tom, who you got, brother?
I'm going. It's not a burger that's in around anymore, but Burger King used to do the Burger King Steakhouse with there's a big patty with mashed potatoes and then the French onions, and then dude, it was so good.
Tom does not smoke any weed.
Nothing. None of it. Never touched it in my life. It was so
and who you got for fries? Who you got for fries, Tom?
The fries are tricky. I'd rather have homemade fries, but I mean, I'm between Burger King and McDonald's.
Yeah,
but they both have to be fresh.
Yeah, well, of course.
Yeah,
really
fresh. Yeah.
Yeah, because Burger King fries to me ain't bad. They're not as good as McDonald's, but when you're in the mood, they have that crunchiness to them on the outside. When they're done right, they're not too bad. I get you there. Yeah.
You remember when they changed it all up?
Yeah.
When
their
Toy
older
Story
fries
came out?
used to be better. Their new fries are bottom of the list, in my opinion.
How polarizing this is, huh, Bub? This is amazing. I love it.
You remember when Toy Story came out? And that's when they like the Mr. Potato Head. Like,
whoa, wait a minute. We got a Toy Story reference. What?
Remember that? Back in the day when they put the new fries out, they did Mr. Potato Head and they had like the whole thing with fries and everything.
Yeah.
That's when they were really good. They were way better back in the day.
And add to Zach's point, Tom does not get high.
Never. I get high on life.
There was a Toy Story reference. And Zach, who you got, brother? What's your comment?
I think McDonald's is probably the best fry. If I'm going like straight fry, otherwise like a Good Times curly fry. The burger for me, toss up, man. I really like when I can get it. and I'm out of state. In-N-Out's great, but it's not here. Culver's is pretty good.
Ooh, Culver's.
Culver's, yeah. That's a good call. Yep.
But we used to have a chain up here, and Mark would remember. It was called Griff's.
Oh yes,
I remember. I've had Griff's.
And Griff actually got put out of business by Whataburger.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Because they were chains. So Griff's was probably my favorite fast food burger. But if you're going big four, Wendy's, a triple with cheese.
Yeah, Wendy's.
I'm game.
Yeah, I'm amazed you bring up burgers from just the big boys, nationwide chains.
Yeah.
And I am
just the big boys. I'm Wendy's.
I'm amazed at how many people don't like Wendy's.
Yeah, Wendy's is a good. I think it's the grind. I think it's a little thicker grind of meat, so it seems a little more substantial. It seems a little fuller in your mouth, baby.
Well, Mark, aren't you a health
actually,
guy?
Del Taco has a crazy good burger. Del Taco has a great double cheese.
Del Taco. Ooh.
Wow, that's wow.
If you've never had it, Del Taco actually has a pretty good double cheese.
Yeah, my daughter would agree with you on that.
I've never, but I have to admit, I've never had it.
Now Joe's got to leave to go get a burger.
Yeah, I'll be back. Del Taco's down the street here, so I'll be back. Yeah, fries aren't bad either. They're not bad. Like
their fries are up on my list.
They're not too bad, and when you get them loaded, baby, they're not bad like that either. Just saying, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I have a question for Mark.
Yes.
So you're a health guy.
Well, of sorts.
In theory,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, he's thinner than us, so I guess so. Sure.
Do you ever eat like? I'll leave Joe out of it, but do you ever eat like myself?
Whoa! Hey, what you guys do on your own time is your business. I mean, you don't have to get him to talk about, your guys' thing.
Coach did that on purpose.
Come on,
Here's my question: is Mark is more health conscious than I am? Okay. At one point I was, but I kind of said this hurts too much and I don't like it. Joe, you're 280 pounds of pure chocolate.
Yeah, okay. That's just the chocolate part.
Yeah. I'm 280 pounds of whatever. I mean, Mark, do you ever eat like I do? Honestly.
Oh, yeah, I do. I've
seen Mark put more food and beer than I've seen Joe do.
Bacon?
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've hung out with them together, and Mark can put some beer and food down. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I eat a lot of meat and a lot of burgers. I like steaks. Yeah, that's just
me and Mark have had a few meals together. He doesn't shy away from anything. He's ordered and ate, hand in hand. I mean, anything that I eat, yeah, for sure.
Well, here's the thing: is I'm guilty of. If I have a ribeye, I'll eat the fat in the ribeye. I love it.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Mark, do you do that, Mark?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah. We got. Well, that's all good stuff, man. That's natural.
Coach is trying to ask, what's your secret, Mark?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out this weekend and be like, Mark told me I could eat the fat. All right.
That's right. Yeah, don't blame it on me.
Yeah, that's just the genetics.
No, here's the real question: burger, taco, or pizza?
Yes.
Yeah, in that order, exactly.
Taco.
No, it's taco. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's taco, then pizza, then burger for me.
Mine's taco, burger, burger, wings, then pizza.
But yesterday, I literally had taco and burger. Tacos from Taco Bell with the taco nacho fries, baby.
Does the Taco Bell
supreme nacho fries, mind you. And then I pulled that with it. I had that order in the passenger seat when I drove through the Carl's Jr. and got me a burger. That's how fat guys roll right there. Just saying.
You double
bet.
dipping.
Yeah, you bet. Yeah. Then I got me a superstar in the drive-through over there, man. Just saying. Yeah.
So does the old the taco burger from Taco Bell count? Do you remember having those?
No.
I don't know if I've ever had any.
It was just ground beef, lettuce, tomato,
Well, what else would it be?
and cheese on a bun.
Yeah, it's it. I have to admit, just Taco Bell's fries, to give you an area how I'm leaning. Their fries alone gets me to go back to Taco Bell. When they came out with those fries, I had to try them, and that's what got me to go back to Taco Bell. Other than that, I couldn't remember if you went past the point where they came out with the fries the second time, once they came back, that's when I went and had them. I couldn't even tell you the last time I had Taco Bell before that. But
they're smart to do that.
I'm that guy who can live without Taco Bell. There's nothing on that menu that I care for.
Yeah, they're honestly, but
their fries though.
I'm a Del Taco guy.
I love Taco Bell.
Those
get a chili cheese burrito. A chili cheese burritos.
Oh,
Jesus.
I
think Del Taco smashes Taco Bell up and down the street.
Easily. That's the thing. That's what I was exactly.
If you got the choice of the two, yeah, I could see why you would do Del Taco.
Yeah. Oh, if you have a Del Taco close by in your region, you're gonna go to the Del Taco quicker. My thing is that, like, on my way home, I can pass a Taco Bell, so I'm like, I'm just gonna stop and get some of them nacho fries while they in season. You know what I'm saying? And that's to me, that's the best fry right now. While they in season is the nacho fry.
I guess for me, it's like, if I'm gonna go trash Mexican food, I'm gonna go all the way. Like, if I want real, actual Mexican food, I'm not gonna go anywhere near it. But
what I love is there's real Mexicans serving the Taco Bell and real Mexicans next to me ordering the Taco Bell. So I'm like, what's that saying? We got all the damn Mexican food in the world here, man.
Where do you rank the old school two burgers? The Big Mac and the Whopper. Where do those fit in your life?
For me?
For me, the Big Mac doesn't exist ever at all.
For me, yeah.
I like a good Big Mac.
Do you really?
A juicy Big Mac?
You're the guy, huh? You're that one guy.
Right? Go down on a Big Mac with extra pickles.
Okay. So the extra pickles get it for you. All right.
When they came out with the Big Mac, what's that? What's the other Big Mac they came out with that was really big?
See, but I liked when it was Big Mac Mondays, and you could get I think when I was in like middle school, you could go and get 99-cent Big Macs on Monday.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, baby. Yeah.
I used to do the McDouble with just mac sauce and lettuce, and they caught up on that.
The best thing at McDonald's is you got to get the McOrgy. And the McOrgy is the double cheeseburger with a hot and spicy sandwich in the middle.
Oh yeah, baby. So here we go. Here's the new
Shamrock Shake.
The new bacon Big Mac.
Bacon fries. Did you hear the bacon fries, Joe? You did.
I did. I posted them on Instagram. I had a picture.
They did not look good, Joe.
They okay. Here's the story with the McDonald's. It's the cheesy bacon fries. Now, if you like boxed mac and cheese, to me, now my opinion, right? They had that super concentrated boxed cheesy taste, right? If you like some of that, go get you some of them fries. I don't think they'll last, because what was sad to me was the bacon was actually solid. The bacon was actually had more flavor than the old bacon did. It actually had a really good, decent flavor. It's just thin, like you would expect, but it did have more flavor. I liked the bacon, but the cheese, if they could have, if you, and it's that one of those things, if you could get the cheese from Taco Bell and put it on those fries with that bacon, dude, right? Dude, just saying, right?
I don't like.
What you do is you stop by the place with the little green cross, and then you go get the cheese from Taco Bell, and then you put that on the McDonald's fries, and help yourself to the medicinal purposes of that cross, and everything's all good, you know.
Or you can bring the fries home with the bacon, put your own cheese on it, and throw it in the microwave.
You could do
that
something.
might work.
Yeah, that might or might not work.
Velveeta.
Yeah,
not what I would do. I'm just saying.
My favorite burger though is just a basic bitch burger. Just I don't need lettuce on it. I don't want tomatoes on it. I just like a good burger with pickles and onions, and that's it.
So what has anybody had McDonald's in the last 2 weeks? Any burgers from McDonald's?
I had 20 McNuggets 1 week ago.
I think I did have McDonald's last week.
And any of the
the Southwest burger, or what? Or I mean the barbecue whatever burger, bacon smokehouse, that thing.
Oh, they've got lots of specialty sandwiches. Look at that. Right?
Yeah. So you've got the double bacon smokehouse burger there. Yeah. Ooh. Look at this bacon smokehouse artisan grilled chicken. Bacon smokehouse buttermilk crispy chicken.
I had the smokehouse burger there with no mustard though.
I don't think any of these compares to Arby's, right? Like right now, Arby's. And you know what's funny is I've got an Arby's not too far from me, and I never go there. But
I can't afford it.
They are a little pricey.
I can get the 3 for $5 or whatever.
Get the weekly coupons. Weekly coupons in your mail.
Look at this. Look at this thing. Most all the meats.
Oh, is that the Meat Mountain?
Look at this thing.
5 mega meat stack.
Arby's is crushing it right now with their
mega meat stack.
That looks disgusting.
Look at that. Why does that look
That's another
disgusting?
place that I could live without.
This thing's got pepper bacon, buttermilk chicken fillet, pit smoked ham, roast beef, roast turkey, cheddar cheese, shredded iceberg lettuce, tomatoes, mayo, and star cut bun. Yeah.
Holy crap.
How many of you guys have walked inside of an Arby's?
I've done it twice.
Yeah.
Does it have a weird smell, or is it just me?
Tom is in the land of Boston is the land of good roast beef sandwiches.
Oh yeah, baby. I can go right down the street, pay $3 for a nice big sandwich. Oh yeah.
That Arby's sandwich. That Arby's sandwich. Where else? What other sandwich can you get slaughtered cow, pig, and chicken all in one sandwich?
Yeah.
I want our buddy from Florida to jump in right now.
Land, air, and sea.
Because I'm telling you what, man, you talk about all those different cultures and meats on a sandwich. It's hard to be a good Cuban, isn't it? Like I think that's what we're talking about is a good Cuban sandwich.
But a Cuban's just pork, right?
No.
Pork and ham, and then it's supposed to be some.
Ham is pork.
Well, yeah, but it's like pulled pork, and then a piece of like a cut ham.
Yep.
And then some like mozzarella cheese or something like the provolone, and then some mustard in there and some pickles. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Flatten that motherfucker.
And it's all about the bread, right?
Yeah, but Tom's got that local bodega. He can go get that real sandwich.
Oh yeah, baby.
All right, guys, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I gotta go too.
All right, we'll see you, Coach.
Zach.
See you, Coach.
Later.
I might have to jump off in just a minute too, but I wanted to share this quick.
Yeah, sure.
Speaking of Tombstone.
Oh yeah. Dank is in the title.
Just to show it. I don't know if this is gonna show with the camera, but it's like, well, that's not showing good at all. Proper hazy.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, that is hazy.
I'm going to show that right now on the Untapped there, Pat. So don't worry about it. I got you. But this is that is insane, man. I have to show. Tombstone. I've had Tombstone on here plenty of times already.
Double.
I've never had Tombstone.
So you've got 2,700 ratings on here, 157 in the last 30 days, 8.1% ABV, 70 IBUs, 4.16 bottle cap rating. Look at this beer, man. Our hoppiest beer to date, brewed with lucrative amounts of Simcoe Citrus Amarillo and Eureka.
Ooh, so that's got to be an orange.
And
Orangey
Denali
beer.
hops. They weren't even finished with the sentence. They just had Eureka and Denali hops and supplemented with pure steam distilled hop oils. Named after the aroma coming out of the kettle after our insane Whirlpool hop addition. If there was a real fruit named dank fruit, it would smell exactly like what we experienced on the brew day. Hoppy, hazy, juicy, and extremely aromatic.
So do you agree, Pat?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely, like I said, it almost looks like orange juice.
Mm-hmm.
But it almost has like that orange peel kind of flavor.
Look at that.
Yeah, the Amarillo is a lot of orange.
Look at that. Man. Look at that glass. That looks like.
Yeah. I mean, it does look like orange juice almost.
Yeah, totally opaque.
Yeah.
Tank from the Simcoe.
And it looks like frothy, like.
Yeah, it actually has like pretty good, like, kind of head that clings to the edge of the glass and that kind of stuff. So it's good stuff.
I'm gonna have to get my hands on it, man. Next time I'm at the beer store.
Is the head like an orangey color? It's white, but like orangey color.
Maybe a tiny bit,
Got like an orange tint to it.
Yeah. Joe, if you're looking for Tombstone stuff, I don't know if you've ever been to. It's called like Craft Beer Quick Stop. It's at like 7th Street in Union Hills, just off the 101, like in North Phoenix. That's a ways for you. But the owner of that place actually drives down to Tombstone every time they brew a batch of beer and buys as much as they can and bring it back. So like most places only get like a couple cases, but they get a lot. So like they still have the Imperial Stout and like Imperial Milk Stout and all kinds of stuff there. It's just awesome.
I don't necessarily specifically look for Tombstone. I just kind of, I end up at the Total Wine, quite frankly, and then, but different Total Wines seem to have different selections.
Have you seen Tombstone at Total Wine?
Oh, that's where I get it. Yeah.
Really? Wow. I've never seen it there. They must get very, very little. It must be only specific ones because I think for the most part it's places like Ground Control, Taste of Tops, and like the specialty places that get it.
Yeah, that's where I get it.
They probably give the managers kind of discretion on a certain percentage.
Yeah, I think they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was exactly my point. Was that different Total Wines have different selections, so the different Total Wines that I go to will have what seems like different local beers. So one will have certain beers from Tombstone, and then I'll go to another, and they'll have a few others from Tombstone. So it's very interesting.
I've never seen. There's only like 3 different Total Wines I go to, but I've never seen Tombstone there, so I'm surprised.
Yeah, that's where I've gotten it. So. And then my Albertsons will carry Safeway. I'm sorry, my local Safeway will carry maybe some of their bombers.
Tombstone?
Yeah.
I don't think they make any bombers, as far as I know, other than like some barrel aged sours. I think everything's canned. Maybe I'm mistaken.
Let me see.
I thought they made some like barrel program, like they made some like dry hopped. What the hell am I thinking of? The yeast that's really like the yeast that everyone uses. It's not sour, but it's like funky. I can't think of what the hell it's called.
Oh, Belgian. Not Belgian yeast?
No, it's shit.
Like Saison, maybe?
No, maybe it's not even yeast. It's God damn it, I'm totally blanking here. It's like you see in some golden ales and stuff like that.
Quit
So it's
putting
like
me on the spot here, damn it.
it's funky, but it's not. God damn it! Oh, I'll find it quick. Hold on.
Quit putting me on the spot. Yeah, there's that one. There's that
Brett.
Oh,
Brett.
Brett.
Yeah, just some like Brett dry hopped IPA kind of stuff in bottles. But I think aside from that, it's only been draft in 16-ounce cans entirely.
There's that one local chick too. I can't remember her name, but she's really popular on Instagram. And she drinks a lot of Tombstone or happens to get a lot of Tombstone.
There you go.
That's for sure.
You guys can serve my pussy.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
The only beer show that has.
Don't say it, Joe.
Or you can see the kitty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can see the kitty. Just
Kitty
saying.
cat.
Yeah, yeah. We promote Black Cat. That's what I'm talking about, right here.
I'm all for that.
It is Black Cat History Month right here. Just saying. There's a lack of history for the black cat, and we've got your history right here. You can see plenty of black cat right here, man.
I can officially say, yeah, I know that black cat.
That's right, man. Just saying. That's right. Yeah, there needs to be more.
Show's over, gentlemen. Go home. Go home.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was good, man. I appreciate it, everybody. We're actually, I think, kind of out of here, aren't we? Is that about it? Anybody else got anything to add to the show here? I've got more material, but like for instance, I could add that not only ladies use sponges, but nowadays vinyl records use sponges as well.
Oh yeah, you saw that? You saw the thing on Instagram? It was in your feed too, huh?
Was that a photography thing or?
No, it's something for vinyl records. It's no lie. Yeah. It's no lie. I'll share it with you real quick.
Yeah.
It's
Did that show up 2 or 3 days ago in your feed, Joe? Yeah, the vinyl record sponge. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a sponge for vinyl records. You can, and I think, as far as vinyl is concerned, if you're into records, playing records, this could be a huge deal because there's a lot of little money happening with the brushes and all these different cleaning solutions for vinyl records.
Yeah.
And the big thing right now is this goop or whatever coming out of Japan that you can dip your stylus into. This thing apparently can do all of that. And so it's interesting to me because this is very cheap.
Oh, what's that hand doing there?
Yeah.
It's rolling over the green goop there, baby.
So how much is the goop?
I don't think
I can click on the link.
I don't think it's very expensive.
$5, something like that.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not showing. Oh, here I need to click.
He looks like he's rolling out green biscuits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here you go. $14.95.
$14.95.
And that's why I'm saying, like, if this takes off,
that's interesting.
They're going to be killing everybody. My only issue is that just from looking at the GIF here, they show like a lot of material there on the record, and he rolls it and rolls it off. Once you do that, isn't that in the goop?
Yeah, doesn't it get transferred to the next record you clean? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, what do you do now? Is that a one? Well,
Yeah. How many records do you get for $14.95?
One big gob of green per album.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I don't.
And it's only doing the surface. There's nothing that's really going. It's not like a brush that goes into the grooves a little bit. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. It's.
I smell scam.
No, I don't think it's a scam because there's also well, like your brush, the static brushes we use don't necessarily go into the grooves either.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why you do.
It's probably better than nothing. I mean, it's better than not cleaning, and it's simple.
I'm thinking it
I
might.
wonder how much crap does that sponge absorb before it starts transferring it to the next one.
I think it might be a decent solution for static as well because it's probably even a little film on the record as well.
Yeah.
Which is probably helping your static.
Well, like what OD does. He does that groove glide.
Yeah. There's some cats that clean their records with glue.
I was gonna say, yeah, I've heard that. You spread Elmer's glue across your whole record and you can peel it up and it looks like a record when you peel it up and it peels up all the dirt and dust.
Yeah, wood glue. Yeah, whatever the wood glue is. Yeah, you just
or Elmer's.
Tried that. I might try it. I wouldn't try it on like anything that I paid, but get a record for a couple bucks and try it just to see what happens.
Yeah, and then a buddy of mine at work was telling me something about wax on a record, like you spread to fix scratches.
I don't know. That seems a little weird.
Dude, it seemed really weird, but he was so like, no, bro, it works. I'm telling you. It's what we did. Like you put like, I don't know. And he was describing this and I'm like,
wow. Yeah, I don't know.
That sounds like exactly opposite of anything.
All it would do would fill in the scratch, which wouldn't make the sound, but then when the stylus goes over the wax, does it actually like pick up the wax and move it somewhere else?
It just, I was like, I don't know, man.
For like a $50 record, turntable that you buy at the store, but not for.
That's what I was telling him. I told him if you knew how much these stylus cost, these cartridges,
not for a $100, $200 stylus, and that's low end.
That's low end. I mean, I told him I ain't doing that to mine. I'll tell you right now. I'll let you do it to yours, and I'll watch you do it. And
you know what? I have a solution to all these problems.
CDs.
I was gonna say it came out around 1983, 82, 83. It's called the compact digital disc.
Yeah. Flat Earth.
Yeah. Even better than that is just the FLAC file, right? That you stream. Streaming music takes care of all that stuff. One thing that I've been messaging Mark quite a bit about is streaming music lately. It's been phenomenal. There's an app called Roon, ROON, and it's a powerful tool for controlling all your streaming audio. It's not cheap, but it's pretty damn cool if you want to geek out on it. I mean, it's not for everybody. It's hard for me to convince you to use it. I'm not going to, because it's not for
streaming services that integrates with Tidal and Qobuz, which is a new thing, but it doesn't integrate with Spotify or Apple Music.
With most of them, it's literally just a couple. It's
just a couple. But if you've got a lot of stuff that you've saved, like if you have CDs that you've ripped to your hard drive or that type of stuff, it does a really good job of organizing it, categorizing it, and giving you lots of information on the stuff. So you can like start with your favorite band and click on all the links of all the people that were involved in it and find new music. Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
If the information this thing gives you is insane. The control you get is bananas. You can completely go full geekiness on this stuff. It is pretty darn cool. That way, I can't convince you. There's nothing I can tell you to convince you to spend the money to get it because it's expensive. It's not cheap. It's not a product that is for everybody.
It's for geeky audiophile types. Yeah.
Not when there's free solutions out there that are probably more for the common man. It's hard for me to convince you to, okay, you know what, get rid of your Plex and get this thing that's going to cost you $1.
I mean, it is completely different. I think it's a lot better than that, but you pay a price for it. Yeah.
It's
doing great. It's basically $10 a month for it. I mean, that's essentially what it comes out to.
Yeah, it's doing different stuff, and it only does one thing.
It's only like 3 malt liquors a month, and you can.
But it is cool. Like I said, it's not for everybody though, but it is cool though. If you're that person that is really into hi-fi or you're getting into it, Rune is a thing that you're going to hear more and more and more. If you find yourself getting into more 2-channel audio, more streaming audio, you want something a little bit better for your home sort of audio solution. It's going to be something you hear more and more. If you're into media streaming for your full streaming devices, if you want to stream outside your home and all these things, Plex is automatic. There's no other thing. It is Rune does one thing specifically. He does it very well. It's very specific. Plex does it all, baby. It's like it's insane. The amount of stuff you can do with Plex. I've used Plex for eons already, and it's phenomenal. The power it has, and it's completely free.
Joe, I'm into 78 RPM shellac records. What do you recommend?
The sponge. Get the sponge.
Yeah, get the sponge. The green goo is what I recommend. How would the green goo differ from just any other silly putty you could get?
I don't know. That's what I'm wondering.
I'm looking. The more I look at this GIF, I'm like, it doesn't look any different than any other kid's putty. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure Pat has some right now handy.
Got some Play-Doh anyway.
Yeah, maybe take an old record and rub away, baby. Just say. Hey, we all know the old Play-Doh commercial where you could take the copy off of the newspaper, right?
That's silly putty, right?
Silly putty.
Yeah. Play-Doh won't do that. Silly putty.
Silly putty. There you go. So get you some silly putty and clean your records. Right? I mean that.
I currently have records, but no turntable. So.
Oh
I'm
man.
out of luck.
Yeah. What's up with that?
I used to have one.
I do remember you having lots of records. Yeah. Didn't they used to be behind you or something at one point?
Yeah, it's not a lot, but not compared to a lot of people. That's for damn sure. Not compared to, I'm sure.
No, not
Mark.
Compared to our dear friend
Wes.
Wes,
yeah.
Wes.
He's got like 5,000.
Yeah.
I mean,
Seriously?
Yes.
Yeah.
God damn.
Oh my goodness.
Look, I didn't even have to move, and I got vinyl records.
I could reach some too. I'm touching them, but.
Yeah. There you go. See, Bumps. Yeah, Bumps got him.
Yeah, I'm gonna get going, guys.
All right,
It's
we'll
been real.
see. Tom, we're out here.
Later,
We're
guys.
kind of just chatting now. Hey, for those of you that are left here, we have a little bit of a thing I'd like to discuss really quick before we go. The 9th of March would be Show 500.
I was just wondering about that, actually. Like, literally, I was just going to ask you what day it might fall on.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the 9th. Now, Mark isn't going to be able to be with us. We have to have Mark with us. It wouldn't be 500 show.
We don't have to, but I appreciate the concern.
No, you have to.
So at least we have some other people in the room that can chime in and give an opinion. I was thinking about on the 9th doing like a half show sort of thing, so we could come on air still, have like a
499.9.
Yeah, 0.5 or whatever, and just like, okay, this is the beer I'm drinking, this is the beer you're drinking, whatever, and then have a malt liquor report, and then cut right away. Just stop the broadcast on the recorded show and just continue to talk off non-recorded. We've done that in the past.
Actually, Joe, I could be in the middle of the malt liquor report, and you could just hit your button and stream and just cut it off.
Yeah, you're like, what the hell?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that would be perfect.
We could do that. Yeah. Or another thought was to just have, instead of maybe even having it on the 9th, we could have it on the 8th, or we could have it on the 10th at a random sort of time.
And just throw in a random show title.
Like 3 a.m.? Is that what you mean by random? Like
Yeah, like 3 a.m. Yeah, completely random. Yeah. What any thoughts? Now that some of the other guys were here in the initial pre-show.
Yeah,
I'd like to be there. I missed the 10th anniversary, so I'd like to be there.
Well, yeah. Here's what I vote for. And I think everybody will be on board with me with this. We just have it on the 9th and say screw Mark.
That's entirely your prerogative. I'd be fine with that.
Now we've got we've got Rod J in the chat now.
It's just a number.
Now Pat, just so you won't miss it, the show will be on the 16th. Show 500 proper will be on the 16th.
Okay.
So the 9th would have been 500. So I'm leaning more towards just doing that half show where it's kind of like we get on, okay, this is the beers we're having, cut right to a malt liquor report, which is a lot of people's favorite part of the show, and then cut it from there, which would make it like a true half show. And then we're able to talk freely, non-recorded, which we've done.
Probably for the best anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fine with me.
I have like I said, I have something in mind that's been sitting around for about a decade now. That would be perfect to open for 500.
Oh, for the 500 show to drink. Oh yeah, cool.
But it might get a little dicey.
That's what it's all about, Pat.
I think Mark did you not have a 10-year-old beer last week?
I did have it was a 10-year-old beer.
Yeah. And then I had
12 at this point. So
yeah, I had a 9+ beer as well last week. I kind of shot my wad, if you will, with that. I'll have a special beer, but I don't know if it'll be 10.
I still do have some of my homebrew from 2008.
There you go. Wow. Just take some penicillin beforehand and
exactly right.
Without risk.
No doubt. Well, we will figure out something. We can continue the discussion next week. We will figure out something. It's not that big a deal in the end of the day, right? But
it is, but it isn't. But it is.
Yeah, but it's something that we enjoy, so we take it semi-seriously. But
the co-host has to be there.
The 500 show cannot happen without Mark.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I appreciate
the co-host. He's the patron saint, so either way,
we do agree on that. So, yeah, that's without question. So, anyway, guys, I'm gonna get back to listening to some vinyl records and other audio sources. So, Mark knows I was way off into geekiness here.
There's going to be drooling in about half an hour.
Yeah, I'll be. Oh, this is cool. Oh my God, I have to try this. Oh my goodness, yeah, this. It's just so much fun, man. I have so much. You would not guess that it. To me, it is at least. It's that much fun listening to music. I just enjoy listening to music. Audio.
That's a relatively new thing for you, right? The vinyl.
It is extremely.
Okay, I thought so. I know you guys went to that audio thing in Colorado, right?
Yes, we went to that. I was already getting it. Last year, I was starting to get into it. The vinyl thing, I officially didn't get a record player until this year. I got the record player, and then I went to visit my grandkids and everything. So I didn't even get to listen to my first record in many, 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 many years until a few weeks ago.
Wow.
What, maybe a month ago, Mark?
Yeah, it's probably like maybe mid-January. Yeah,
it was probably mid-January. Yeah, honestly, so it's probably literally, if I were to look it up, it's probably been a month. And I'm all in, baby. I'm like
another thing to waste all your money on, I guess, huh? That's
why I blame Mark. It's his fault. I didn't want this. And he brought it on me. He gave me this vinyl sickness. It's like a cold someone gives you, man. And you're like, no, bro, stay away from me. You're sick. I'll stay over here, man. Really, I'll stay over here, man. Yeah, okay. And then next thing you know, you're sick. And you're like, son of a bitch.
That's actually what I always told that with people with sour beers. It's like if you don't like them, stay not liking them, because like most of the good ones are so expensive, and like you'll go crazy looking for them. So if you say you don't like them, that's fine. Just don't like them.
Yeah, but if you do like them, you can go deep down the rabbit hole.
Candy and all that bullshit.
I'm kind of getting like that with the Gosei's, right? With the those just.
I'm drinking this right now. It's the North Coast. It's a Berliner Weiss, but it's a passion fruit peach, and it's actually surprisingly good. It's pretty goddamn good. It comes in a clear bottle, which is weird.
Whoa, wow. I've never seen that from North Coast. Wow.
Yeah. They're Berliner. They have another one that's a cherry one out of another cherry one, and they're same thing. They're Berliner Weiss for whatever reason. They put them in clear bottles.
Wow.
Now, Rod J says, being a former DJ, vinyl is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of, and there's varying opinions on that. I'm still a digital guy. I've been playing a lot of vinyl, been buying a lot of vinyl. I love the vinyl sound. I'm still at heart a digital guy. I do like my digital, that's for sure. But I damn sure do appreciate the vinyl for sure. I'm all in. Mark knows I've been buying vinyl like crazy. I mean, it's a stupid habit.
Do you do FLAC at all?
Oh,
like
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That will consume the rest of my evening.
Yeah.
It's different FLAC files. Mark knows how gooberish I have been out there. I have many different FLAC files, and I have many different very high quality FLAC files. Now I have many different 24-bit 192 FLAC files, not just your 1644.1 FLAC files. So
I'm not that into it. The headphones I'm actually using right now are like 32 ohm or something, like high resistance headphones with an amp and everything. And they're actually, I noticed that makes a pretty big difference with FLAC and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like there's songs I listen to a bunch of times, and then I listen to the FLAC with these headphones in the amp, and like you could hear the guy's fingers on the piano keys, which is pretty crazy.
Man, yes. You can get, once you start hearing stuff, you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's insane, man. Because, I can listen to you can listen to the same, and that's what I get hung up on, right? I'll listen to a high quality MP3, right? Your 320. I'll listen to that, and then I'll listen to a lower end FLAC file, and then I'll listen to a medium grade FLAC file, and then I'll listen to some of my real high end FLAC files, and then beyond that, you got to get into DSD files, and Mark knows what that's all about. It's like it's music on a level you don't even imagine. They're master quality copies. They're master. Okay. Some of the CDs that I get, okay, are literally a couple of gigs. Okay, it'd be about 2 gigs for a CD when I'm getting them in 24-bit. These DSD files are 5 and 6 gigs for a CD. They have so much information in the. Dude, you can go nuts with this stuff. It is. Mark knows, man.
No, you can go way
down.
down.
And when Pat, the problem is that you start hearing stuff. It's kind of like you were talking about, like, don't get into it because, and once you get kind of used to, you're like, whoa, what was that? Like, I just heard her, like, not just breathe, but I heard, like, all her throat, like, swallowing and everything. Like, what did that come from?
Like people shifting on the seat and whatnot, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's just crazy, and you get kind of, like, hooked on it a little bit. Like, there's one cat that me and Mark happen to watch his reviews, and he's into the really, really super high-end stuff that costs as much money as your house. And he makes fun because his wife makes fun of him and says, you spend all this money to listen to people spit. You know, because that's basically what you're doing, you know. But in any case, it's another fun hobby, another thing to do, you know, more adult fun, if you will. Another thing to sip a cocktail, and if you're into cigars, have another. There's another expensive hobby, you know. But all these things are fun to do. So whether you're into grilling, smoking meats, those ain't cheap either. Um, all these things are expensive. All our hobbies, as you get older, they're just all expensive. Nothing's cheap. So vinyl used to be, and it can still be to a certain degree. At least with vinyl, the analog solution, there's some cheap things you can do within it. So once you have your turntable might have cost you some money, $200, $300, $400, $500, or even 1,500. But once you get the turntable, there's a lot of cheap solutions to maintain it. Like your brush might cost you $15. There's this stupid
99 cents for silly putty.
Yeah, silly putty might cost you 99 cents for a 5-gallon bucket. You know, Elmer's glue. There's, you know, a lot of people just use tap water. Don't use the tap water in Arizona, just saying. But a lot of people do use tap water. You know, there's all these different solutions for cleaning your record, for drying them off, all this and that. A lot of different solutions. So, you know, with all that said, you know, vinyl can be the less expensive option because digital will cost you an arm and a leg throughout the rest of the time because it's always improving like crazy. You know, whereas vinyl, you know,
well, I guess because it's anything, depending on how deep you want to get into it.
Oh, please, yeah, because the record players all I mean, I just got the record player already. I'm looking into isolation platforms. I'm looking into different feet. I'm looking into different cartridges. Like, you can get all nerdy over it, man. I'm already looking at another turntable. I just got this one.
I was thinking about investing in a high-end close and play system. Remember close and play?
Oh, yeah. You know, even the old stuff is getting expensive, man. There's cats that are buying up these old systems from the early 70s and restoring them and selling them for $1,600, man. Like, it's nuts, man.
My dad has a record player that the record sits vertical. And it has a needle on both sides, so it plays one side and it goes right to the next.
Oh wow!
I don't think the quality's shit. I'm sure, but
well,
yeah.
I think it's from the '70s, so it could be decent. I don't know, but
there's some new turntables that are vertical now, so you never know, man. It's you know, it's a difference of opinion with just like with beer. It's, you know, ways of doing the same thing. It's fun. It's interesting. There's a lot of DIY solutions. A lot of cats that are that kind of good with working with wood, and they're making their own plinths, and they're amazing. Oh, amazing! Some of them are making them and selling them, and you know, if you're gonna buy one, oof, but they're beautiful. I mean. Oh my God. But you know, sky's the limit with this stuff. It's a lot of fun. Love audio. I just love 2-channel audio. It's a lot of fun. I'm kind of that hybrid guy. I'm that guy that's in the middle. I like 2-channel audio, love 2-channel audio, don't just like it. It's the majority of my love. And then I have this mixture of home theater as well. So I'm kind of in the I'm a little more 70-30, I guess. You know, 70% 2-channel and then 30% home theater. Because I'm gonna get on here and turn them subs on and really thump the neighborhood here in a minute. Let me tell you, that's a lot of fun too, man. Rattling some cages is it's fun to watch a movie, forget you have all this stuff, you're so into the movie, and then the next thing it goes boom and you're like, ah! It scares the hell out of you because you feel it. Like, those subs move air. It's not just some term. You'll feel a breeze in your house. It's insane. But anyway, guys, I'm out of here. I should have a whole show dedicated to audio one of these days, man. It's a lot of fun. In any case, we're out of here. We'll see you next week. Thank you for all your support. Really appreciate it. We'll see you guys. Bum, and thank you so much for making that video, bro. That was amazing, bro.
You're very welcome, Joe. And I'm not promising anything, but there may possibly be more to come.
I appreciate that. That was
that is awesome.
That video was insane, man. I really appreciate that. Was awesome. We'll see you guys, man. Peace out.
See you next week.